Timisremo. Sa ade a mo ye no enye attention na mo say mo pesa mo ye no enye munyai minima de kodenti mo reason panti a mo ye sa ade no munyai o na yame o so o hwe ye nyina ya mo ye nyina Nyankopon o hwe mo.
Good morning. But Nyabutema Mkitwebi, no be say and ye. When I will decide, over team legal for conversation. Team me sure so waha. 10% remind you. And you know, I checked 10% is archive. Is the WL to the L to the LKER. Walk princess, watch out. So okay, it's okay, Bernard, the Albekai. Into Jai Jimino. Now, suddenly, who Jimmy on Facebook warning? Yes, your own information. So okay, Bernard. Okay, Bernard, yeah, what's your city, no, and then me follow that.
The spokesperson there, Casano, and Simunchi.
Jimmy now, would you on Facebook, no, if you so okay, Bernard, and it's our guy back now, the Bernard, me, and now we chew on street and so, so okay. It's no one that's all support of Priscilla, and you know, one cry, and you know, one, till Missy Jai, Jimmy, and I put our home profile, Jai.
Pepa chame wasem kakrawika. Queen, ma daddy Lumba, any and the dusty interview. Miss Mummy shine more. Anna sana ni video no cancer me rako sia se went me yame bonedam. Uni my dear.
So no papa baby. Pacho wanusia that we see my name for you and requested a door so casa
request I degree. Now Vivi so akasa.
That video no one share.
Your Highness, I'm fine. Thank you.
What do you mean, Joe? Mama make a sack of crab in a missile.
Mama, Sajin Casa. So now I see a lanky affair. Yes, why?
Pepa Cho when I make come, Daddy Lumba and the dusty interview no. And what share more. Me want to say I did a positive. You know, my one on us will be a delayed free system. Almost a videos in bio. Any that the room by Gina Simpius to Casa Miracle, I want me a bonedano. Yeah, one more my family out in your shining more pan and cophones. So be Johnny, you walk what's not baby 17 years and you couldn't mean some a basso. To Miss Sherma, my first videos name out. Why? It I was it. Manois.
You have your phone patch me to make us, sir.
As a son on Patria Bisunia for you, why?
You, Madame was in Pacho, 17 years as same year or more cano. And no, a bad pipa, me marriage certificate, a kitano no, and land documents, beer, a kitano no, 17 years no, a bad pipa, Sania mano, media any relevant at the mammy. 17 years, ni dear me, side no po dear, and ha me cry because no crane war no 17 years no end to mean pipano. Into your mum believe it, dear, or mo person mum believe it. Uyo muden. The more I my dreams so mube believe no, and one no mube believe it. And one point here said your batteries are 17 years, ya semi you mo. And I'm also no Miss Remo Queen. Me penny for na muda kuya no. Yes, Remo. Like mun sanko back. Na munye baku. Beginning no munye baku yanyi na ye follow mu fe. Sesi ade mama ekwan abedida dida mu hu. Ena nkrofo re mu. Ena insem bebre sesi aye hu dia ye be believe no. Inti se mu beba life say se bia mu fa 1 hour mu fa ntinasi na mu nyina mu hihye dia esese mu ba beka na mu anu nye baako ba se obi beba beka we na obi afiachi na obi abeka se di oka na enye nukre mu tungu munye se na eya na ase mu misleading mu followers no inti ye besre mu sanko back bibi esi bia mu jai mu na mu like munye baako biom na mu ma ye good news Se bibi wo na ensese mu nka ma mu nka se ade ni succeed wie a na mu be breaking maye ba se we kan we na otina we abeso dia we kan ye no boa se ba ko ne mu ntem yesrɛ mu why yesrɛ mu bebre munye ba ko biom na bibia enko de perfectly emaye why ye besrɛ mu because we can we na we see me kwa so asini so the okan ye no muntungu enchro bu obiara wo ni followers a ono so ejinidi nti se empapa mu basa na eya na ha adwen me twi na enye nti me ntumi nkasa bebre but ye besrɛ mu why ba ko ye eno ana ye hia ye maame no ope no kre na nasem so ndoso nti ye besrɛ mu ekwan abedida mu ho too much ekwan abedida mu ho too much munye baako manu nyina enye baako nti obi abeso life a se queen si tiwa si Ashanti queen si na ye nyina ye follow mu pepepe na ye koye ni ba se we si B we si C a enye nice wow the be pa mo cho na munja bibia maninka na musanye baako bi why ye domu nyina munsu ye domu nyina mumayenfa like respect members na ebuasie no mumayen respect kakra na yentumi follow mu wholeheartedly why yesrɛ mu ano esi medamo ase
sure that's Pata J Patroyate Patro Facebook account no ye medi hu djuma wa platform ye back door ye the beba ha say amowie why pamcho why Vivi Patro Kasawa Vivi Taje Patro drop you now request also one
me put the
Madam say na me cheche mu nyina so in legal wise we move I say your boho propaganda now almost as you know mama to see how the casa you know the work in your jelly but almost this 17 years you know I call ama obia don't know say what you 17 years and ma enkurase for sabi omo Ghana obia tia when you must 7 nkura no yeso waja ne kunu 17 years and afi wawu aba saa no omo ka enti epese e ma amanfo so hu say enye no kura da omo boa maame no oba Ghana o papa ne buka so oba settle Ghana 2013 or year na adwene no agreement was papa ne be 6 months with Germany na maame ne so aba sana no omo yesa until maame no here on the 2018 say abawa wo oba fie bia wo fie esiesie fie ekuku eklini abawa no say papa no akwala no onam ono ni kunu ne na yesa nti odi na ni hu ye no yesa why you no you know to Germany why you say you ba Ghana beginning Denise ne maame Denise sana kopa efai maame na home so asa akwala tan we ya woti fie ho a ye ne sa o ye wo hwe ku clean no sa akwala no so sa na aye ana maame ne ebu no so a 2018 no ye fed up even say e ma aka ne sesia no 2021 which is last year no I assign 2025 from 2021 how many years 4 years and won see Ghana 4 years the last time I in Ghana and Sanani Kunu was 2021 Mama no I got 3 days some Bloomberg was one of the daughter's birthday or 2 days he called and they talked he spoke to the wife before he died Musi ho and a Roman father why was sincere a friend say kusie wona wo so di kan omo tena ho na antisisi na sekonofo a wonya ye Roman father wona wo de ni nyina baaye na yesi ye ntena ho mo de mo ye no ebebbo mu tire so ana mo spread that false news ema obi ya 17 years and 17 years and 17 years adena mo yesa ye busu say papa no he fa no owu ye Roman father come out and tell us where the man died. Did he die in the house, in the hospital? What happened? And no, you see you. And I'm more spreading and some phony and some basano. Mammy Penny antisisi wo shama wo ba etimi yese na wo gyina ho ekotena wo nyonko ba wa brefie na wo tim ana ya wo de wo fucheye wo bobra anka wo nyonko sweat na wo tim antisisi wo nyonko sweat na wo sim mo spread false news no ye ka kire mo say de mo ka nyina yeso spread e ma me pa chola I said it on Kwaku Kristo Obia what languages bia no moba monka language Ghana languages no or mo beti na ya screen recorders na fa enti obi otie kurasi da gombani frafrani enzimani hausani bruni omu nyina ye jasa na ye screen record wa ono so beti say hey asema ye tin say 17 years and sa Woman, you know, if want to say, they are listening and they are realizing that someone will say that. Say, you know, correct. And then, and I call us economy. One papa na bewo. There's no way we are not disputing, but disrespecting now, more disrespecting. Mami penny mua onini kuna bobra. Because akwalani ni kuna bewunti na mo yasa. Eno na yesi enti ase. Ye catch them say, a hinfa na papa ni wuye. A dear the kuno, a hinfa na masie no, and no near Pessi when they pursue a chill be a momona, mobile crickans and basa. Ya cry, ya me and me and carrier. Mum and a mobile candia. Mum na mobile candia, ya catch them say, a hinfa na papa ni wuye. Mumaya declare me and tea, and a sound friends and YouTube
account. Time this one, you pay and for comments you more casa pass on one request here. As I pick your penal drop. Okay, no time this one,
very good. All right. And you know, yeah, catch them say, Mubua, and you're 17 years. The last time the woman came to Ghana was 2021. The woman spoke to the husband before he died. Yeah, catch them. And the bad news now, false news now, more spreading around. Yes, you catch them say, and call for Antissa, Nina, and Tissa, me the best will be mirror movie.
Oh, yeah, that was silly. Now, in fact, your best you can cast a quite the one between your request, Papa. Why?
I shall make a point quickly. Me, you man, me call.
Ukana can bet for Ocasa.
Okay, that's it. Me say, Ghana and Penifono. Almost more year master by I don't know more than affecting you now because they say UK force almost accept Ghana a marriage certificate maybe. It is going to be hard. UK for your can bones other European countries in so.
Meeting a
Internet just some year extremely careful not and Sakasibiana shots no units of free so. If you say Mammy Bebana until they Kushian no cross is Sakasibi friends among no be money 20,000 car, but until the yes, we want madam for be frame. Say we want me team legal, but I know until they are see until then you're happy because you been now so platform say sky say or so beji which is that and then it's okay yeah. It's in a bazaar and it's a enough friend someone back mommy siano. Robert man is 2 billion any car. Ain't no, a main front to the name panicho. No, the until the number money by me, Zanima, me contact say in Pinfonibi. And I think to know, Mrs. Tobacco, so only until because about Canada, only until they are free. And I make a chance on friends to the non panicho. And my it is almost year, Juma. It's like a cell phone, almost year, Juma. Ain't I was relieved, not a chain until this acquire, and I'm so when they be okay. So you, Juma. Just say you're extremely careful. Maybe I'm a friend, see what they will be when the contact I'm a friend. On the Papa or confirm with them because Nippon only until they are free. Only until the Casseria no frame me. I'm on it until the number send them, the same friend I'm in panic.
Yeah, dear.
It's no.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not sure. Listen.
Yeah, that's I encourage you. Sure. Yo. Pacho, Justice TV, Pacho Casa.
You know, yeah, you say, I do me quite say, the good nature of the baby. Just before I go on my submission, there is no way online that you can or more accept it. the Ghana marriage certificate. Me personally, me who yet. I think what they said is that it's questionable, right? They say near bahon, so or more hard, you know. That's what Mema can, but they haven't said so more accepted. But it's questionable, so we need to be careful. But it's what it is. Then almost in terms of analysis, that's 70 years near day. If you go on my page, I post a lot of those analysis. So almost pet those videos. If you go on my page, then if we can continue to share it around. So we'll share Google. One thing that's a big thing I feel so we need to share around there. The fact that Daddy Lumba accident now when I was 1995. 1995 accident, Mama Kosia and a share no in Germany until say Ghana Bayer surgery in 2013. 2013, after that, 2015, or your interview with TV3, which I've also posted on my page, where I said, no, our hospital for almost 2 years. Now our hospital, the staff on the share, and it's my understanding, Senator Faustina and so eco. So that shows to say, Odobro new kind of share was our hospital. And then if you go back to the 2016 video now, we post to you now. I mean, if this was 2016, that's how we share that Lumba how I was sitting on more far. How now Krakatoa we betting Yakako Peja will be a hospital. Right? So that 2015 video now on TV3, yes, now or hospital for almost 2 years, and this on my page. So and then a hint so a bit of analysis today saying since the 17 years now or more canon. If you do the math, it goes 2025 to 17 years if you it goes back to 208. 208 another the Lumbani Ghana. Or by Ghana, I think between 2012 2013 and now Odobroni 17 years now or started question or Henefa. That's also on my page. So those analysis good. I think young Kosone yes, and if you see those analysis now, we should also share it around. Because we hear those analysis and piece it together. That 17 years doesn't make sense. And the big, I think, information we get out of it is the 1995 accident now we know. Mama Kusa Sawana share no from that time until say or call Ghana 2012. So that is even more than the so-called 17 years, which is also a lie. And a big thing I was say they go around and say, sir, our corona was so worried now when pictures. Marriage with no pictures. Marriage ne witnesses in your who ne worry man ne witnesses in your and all the pictures are all so not even one for one kasane private say. So that's I think the 17 years, the no pictures and the no witnesses case marriage, whatever or and also the 1995 accident na that dinya will be a share no until say oba Ghana kono. Me noise me damase.
Justice TV, that's it, that's it. Akosia JJ. Akosia Kasa Mami.
Pampacho, will be customer may I give this young man my bawa my casa Pacho. I'll be with you very soon. Let me Pacho.
Cassie.
Yeah.
Pacho Casa.
Inti me person obi yade mam sisia obi checking Google sia and search say does University of Ghana issue a second certificate. Na me ka say me che.
What kind of certificate are you talking about? This?
Degree certificate. University of Ghana.
Hey, no one can say. Okay, Pacho, repeat why you need the amount of time and you be account. Man, tell question you.
Does University of Ghana issue a second certificate?
Okay. Pacho, comment search for money fast my why not? Me phone back on that doom. Yes, I come check it.
Second certificate. As I said, they don't. University of Ghana does not issue a second certificate. So in the case where my house gets built, let's say if you finish a shame certificate, so That's a make page. Man, that's the same facility in that. What I need is an attestation. To make investor of Ghana, only attestation is not a certificate. You can be the president's son or the president's daughter. They won't give you a second certificate. They just say that, oh, this person attended University of Ghana at this time to prove that yes, the person attended University of Ghana. Now, because as America said, anybody who is not worried about the court ruling has a problem, because what the German embassy gave to them was all the court needed. The court didn't even need a certificate. The German embassy has come to attest to the fact that there exists a marriage certificate, a marriage between the two of them. That's all the court needs to know. The court is not there to use technicalities to throw away justice, like the truth. Don't you say, oh, because one far away anyway. There was a case that the Court of Appeal overturned. Nipa to assassin or toy, Pilana Odyssey assassin, why no FKE. Now, so only as a court, Ocho Dino Redino FAK. And now, High Court listen to they didn't watch it on a chess assassin and then a High Court boot our panel. Only Court of Appeal say there's no way. Court of Appeal, like I said, it's a mistake with the spelling. I want to make I say because of spelling mistake, you are denying the person his justice. No, we don't do that. So there's a big problem with our judicial system. It's a very big problem. The University of Ghana the court only needs to know whether it is true. And German embassy also try to send to whom it may concern. That's all the court needs to know. That is true. That is true. There is a marriage. There's a marriage between the two of them. That's all the court needs to know. Say, I'm doing now, but not a court and still on here. Then that means there's something somewhere. There's a problem somewhere with the courts. But I have been on way. You see, and people are quiet about all this. You have to be really, really worried about the country we are living in. It's very, very serious. It's very, very serious. Say, if I say, Obi apply, I know someone who's applying for a job, police service, and all those things. Onya national service certificate. The person finished national service last year. Only certificate. So all the person needs is to go for an attestation form. National service. So what is attestation? Some corner say, "Ejuma phone." I'm saying, I say, "Ejuma phone." Because all they have to know is that it's true that this person actually has done a national service. That's all they need to know. So if the national service has given the proof that the person has attended, has done the national service, what do you make guys say because the person doesn't have the certificate in their hands, so you won't give the job to them? It's wrong. So there's a problem somewhere. You see, there's a problem somewhere. Young Ghanaians are quiet about all these things. It's very, very worrisome. Ghanaians, you have to be very, very careful. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, ma'am, please, I want to add to the Kessie Becca Siciano. Another thing, another thing, a year me one say. You see, I had to say, Woko Pay Juma. Now, you be so say for a reference list, and I say referees, you will submit names of people they can give that reference to or prospective employer. Again, Uber submitted a academic certificates near the there is a responsibility on the HR to also do a follow-up check. Call or reference need to find out say asemesi oye juma wahana eye no kresa money need to sana monwe. Do another follow-up check to the institutions now what submit your more certificates no say obi the certificate about be pay juma or see why your masters in this. Was this person ever a student in this institution? But the courts did not do that. And guess what? As a mom and say, Dad needs to know Sir German certificate, Nadam for be until we will be paying, and Nadam for Nedi and say, not entisa. One consider say every institution, there is always process improvement, process development. It is a way we craft a biananka first, no, or more typing, no, it was in Times Roman, in maybe front side, at 12. As I say, they've changed things. You didn't do any follow up. And then based on it, no, now what Obia Samatu, any shahin. Lawyer submitting everything to you. Was there any follow up by the court itself to even find out, say, the lawyer Diabane Etisana? They didn't do that. They didn't do that. Osianke was say embassy bi e was say say they submitted the attestation at Kesibe Kansisiano. But did the judge ever alert the court and answer the registrar, whoever was responsible for that administrative bit, to call the German embassy to say was this sent from your institution, Anna? It was not done. Intino Bibiama Yehuni say they just wanted a leeway or mubefaso. Just so na judge ne search or answer the quest for peace na or shisheno na ankadiaba. But you see, because of own negligence need to was soon na or shisheno, at the end of the day you didn't get it. We feel it, even in one kasa way I was say now the whole person jama money me no. Because of that base nankasa no asumdwe na one kasa open no. Won't say we feel it. Won't say we feel it. And honestly, I side with Kessie. Ghana, we have the systems in place. But it's rather unfortunate, said, in Krofona, Yedioma to like our systems now to make sure that they imply the laws near the end. They mudi in Hamo. And it's the people. We have the systems, we have the processes, but those who apply those systems for it to work, they are failing us. May that say.
Hello, Abusia.
Yeah, that was really
and I'm saying it because you see platform is legit. Me, you very great at my name. Department of Information Studies, Lagos. I'm here for 2 years. Let me chair office of office application and your friends programming. Me pamacho.
Don Abusia sewa memo akwaba.
Hi, Emma, sister, how you doing?
Bacho na hoye.
Bacho.
Me de radiasi.
Thank you.
Amocho me wo meeting kakra me ba mamunsi no why. Moderators, Mr. Mamunsi don Abusia sewa.
One na no.
Yes, mom. Me ka don Abusia sewa why.
Okay.
This number. Now why that woman certificate copy? Who call a administration top one? Who go through process?
When them patrol, Mammy Jemfua, or Yemunua, Nabote Grace Nabote. Mammy Jemfua, Yemunua, or you drop your beer, my Mobian for you. I request your check. As we are not being fair to her. Grace can patrol Casa.
Okay, Patrick, I'm repeating as only because this platform, no, I legit, as someone so big can or church, who gets me a quack, they correcting your brand, the cocker is copy of certificate in a attestation. I am saying, see, that is incorrect. Me can't say, it is highly incorrect because me and Casa Crampe boy a beer to me. Now, name it Patrick said, me, my teaching assistant for 2 years. So, Department of Information Studies, Grace Adimayanimu. Now, me chair a office application and programming. I say, what top of administration ho. Now, say, with certificate, why you're now. Their processes are who goes through. Emma Ube the Kako department. I'm a department, Adia to say, Ampa. Uba Hobby course and a legal courses, especially in the Indian sciences, Maybe I know yet to say information, sociology, why. Uber call those departments now who used to hear with the VS. Either say who with one course, maybe information said they can't and I say home science because Nimir me use as example. Uber call these two departments. I'm all my clear. I'm a woman who say, I'm pa Uba Ube say. Now, for our transcript, or for processing or transcript. We now transcripts now. No, I use to know at the account, we just number now the quarter of process will be a sample near amount copy of your original certificate until they go on yet the map me pamacho. Me a man was here 24/7 day and night. Me find ya grow, but when there, I was a me correct in Pamacho Medasi. Who bet me from?
Yeah, that's very okay. Unbreakable. Oh, Debbie, my past Sir Coffee. Sir Coffee, Pacho, we can.
Medawasi. Yama Mia Kosia Sewa.
ne certificate no lawyer no ɛna ɔde edi ka mekyia tiefo nyinaa father mekyia don mekyia mu nyinaa obibia pɛwɛ certificate no correct genuine bibia bi inki wom papa judge no ɛna decide say ɔde kwan bia so ebeyi na free mu nti the decision on no judge no take it. Na me dear, I hope say baby happy na okono obedin kunim because Daddy Lumba o mayeti ase say Prince Lano wa nware no na wompe no na nya de obeware no ti na wo daada no nti ukutie ni nyuma oboma no kra o ka kire pise omobo anu no nkwe ne ho ade obeware no nti se court no naka maame no jitu mu se ye de nyum ene nsem Daddy Lumba nsem ka otimi di buasem ene yeyi no na se kokutie se nyum no nso nanka ohu se Daddy Lumba ka se aye odobruni no ye friend Prince Lano Osi ware no afi na obeware no osi afi na okoware no into omo boa ne ho no mo nkone maame me ho na nkonkoye ne ho amamre mu into 2010 no mo beka say oye ne ho ade ne ade nyina no na ye frakadam na ye na ada e no mo de be da ye ne maame ne papa mu nyina ya we si enware no ena ebiansi Daddy Lumba entuni sinsa eno ye side check intinya dia obinya obiti se Daddy Lumba ebituni tinsa intina Daddy Lumba ombeka se 2010 eno ye ne ho ade ni nyina no no moboa se loy judge no etimi gina so a na ese ko hwe se na judge ne kra no mistake kesi o ye ne se sa AI picture no mo de ba say 2010 oni Daddy Lumba gina ho ne aye ne ho ade na ese ko de hwe gina o de beto ho no mo court dem o say wanya gina o de hwe nanim o de gina ho no say eye no kra ni nyina judge no ebu nani go so e se no nim de obeye de kontompo de udue kontompo a uye de ya ififi nkontompo we atise bro udi gufoma enchede fifi na intro no na fifi na daddy enti Daddy Lumba enya de oware Prince Lano enti anuanuma mu ye mu hihie ye nya gidie ni ye hu se ekwan bia so no ma akwasi ase wa asem na wodi ni de wo ni ni ye ba kokra nti judgment na kasa no afena ebeba na so mo say omo ma ne ma na emom no ombesai ade akwagigi sika akatakata so dia ye de ye hwe wo na chese Ghana mine no na empese Ghana mine no be konanim na say the presidency no say obabonten ye Rajo Mahama say uma unkofo no okasa kire omo na sani manu omujai because ankoya against you una ye president awusiso enti ankoya wo ani obebo udini enti mo obi nkwaji sika fia bi we say adewe I don't think so be sika more than $100,000 ewo mu abi insida enti mo nkwaji sika fia 1,000 bi emfe ngu ya mami ani mu ase na Tim legal wife for yenya tiesi ni die se atentene amadia eni omundue eni afe na wo behu se makono ehihye because yenja wo mo Daddy Lumba wa nware abayiwa no o ni nyumu nyina wo de baamu enwuma a woto yi nyina nyumienu enotoma abayiwa no eye ba akọ asore nyuma odida abayiwa na se aye fine and the yeso bi ya de ma wa utimi danase enti se Daddy Lumba ayare 1.5 years to 2 years na sɛ ɔtena ne ho ɛhwɛ na ayɛ ade because yɛ maame akɔhyɛ asɛwa nso ɛdi firi 90s ɛbɛ nyinaa daduru bɛ starting ne nnwom tuo ne nyinaa no ɛdi firi 80s na mefa sɛ 80s no mu a daduru bɛ starting ne nnwom tuo nyinaa no yɛ maame akɔhyɛ asɛwa ɛboa no ɛproduce no ɛpɛgya ne sii baabi yie nti ne nnwom nyinaa no ɔde yɛ maame din baa mu ɛna ɔne ne waree ɔma ne hu sɛ ɔno na aboa no ɛno nti na last year ya 2024 ya ending of 2024 ya obɛgyina wiase nyinaa ni bɛka kyɛw sɛ ne yere akɔhyɛ asɛwa a wate sika aware no ɔntumi nya no bɔne da ɔka da no ɛyɛ full stop ɔde si hɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛte aseɛ yɛhu sɛ da ɛyɛ full stop obi nka ne ho enti maame no oni obiara ni kunayɔ oni obiara ni bibiara kyɛ ɔprega sɛ wopɛ wo de akɔhwehwɛ a kɔtie wo nnwom a ɔbɔ ma a ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɛware wo yɛ ne ntam na monkɔ wo maame hɔ na ɔnkɔyɛ wo ho adeɛ wɔ amammerɛ mu saa time no na woanyɛ ne ntam na adwembɔne wɔ tirim nti woantumi ansiesie wo ho ma no ankɔware wo ɛna ɔde afiri mu yi enti woni certificate biara woni bibia anya court wei ɔbaa yɛ wakɔgye sika ne bɛtumi aka bɛka kyerɛ sɛ yɛaware wo ɛfiri hefa yɛaware wɔ hefa nti mɛsrɛ no medeɛ anigye na mede ma no sɛ ɔne Dade Lumba wɔ ma ɛma ne deɛ yɛkɔ soro ba fam a yɛkɔ soro ɛba fam a ɛyɛ maame akɔhyɛ asɛwa na agyapadeɛ ne nyinaa ɔbɛgye ne nyinaa sɛ ɔba no asomdwue mu deɛ a yɛ maame akɔhyɛ asɛwa bɛgye na agyapadeɛ Dade Lumba agyapadeɛ nyinaa because ɔdɔ ne kunu me no kasa nyinaa no ɔdɔ ne kunu ɔwɔ Ghana nyinaa wɔhwehwɛ baabi a yɛde ne kunu asie because ne kunu de nse sɛ baabi a ɔbɛwu bɛda no ɛhɔ no nso bɛda ɔpɛ sɛ ɔhɔ na ne kunu sɛ asɛm wɔka kyerɛ no wɔdi so ama no nti obiara ntumi mɛfa biribiara ehurahura yɛ maame no obiara ntumi mɛka biribiara mɛyɛ sɛ yɛ maame no yɛanware no anaasɛ ne certificate 17 years bɛyi 2011 na Dade Lumba na onyina friends theater a wɔto nnwoma president Mahama ne president Kufuor ne JJ Lawrence mu a wɔdi asa 2011 crowd to 17 years apart from that 2015 mu nyinaa ɔtwitwa nnwoma na n'adom mu nyinaa ne adeɛ ogyina stage edi asa nyinaa no ɛno no ɔda fam na no ɔde to nnwom no nokra wɔ ha moma yɛnka eti ɔmo ni asɛm biara ka no ma bɛka 17 years ɔbaa Ghana bɛyɛ dɛn ɔbaa Ghana sɛ ɔbaa bɛgye n'agyapadeɛ no ɛyɛ ɔne na Dade Lumba ɛna ɛyɛ ɔno nso bi na wayɛ East Lagos hɔ na wɔteɛ no ɛyɛ ɔno na ɛtɔ asase no ne pipɛs nyina kuta no ɛnti ɔbaa bɛgye n'adeɛ na sɛ yɛka kyerɛ ne wɔantie deɛ a tim legal wife fofoɔ ɔmaame ne ba yɛn aba bɛgye power of attorney afiri ne nsam ne yɛde aba straight ɛhɔ na yɛaba bɛgye agyapadeɛ no afiri wɔn nsam yɛn ntwɛn kɔyɛ na kɔɔto nsɛm ne kɔɔto nsɛm biara yɛse nsɛmfo ɛhi nti sɔre firi fie hɔ no mo wopɛ ne kanka yɛhu a wobɛte me nuabaa meda wo ase ɛne adwuma a mobɔ nso
Bien, hobby, man.
Says Bacho.
Yes, mom. I think that's the way. Now, if I told
Don, I could say, yes, that's it. I was here for Don, you knew Abema Kweku Christo, the brother. Why? Kweku Christo, brother, no. And see, tell the moderators, Muna, not one who said Kweku Christo, brother. Why? Okay. I'm a papa, your brother.
Good evening, thank you.
Queen Pacho, make us say, me see from Queen to my sister, Wadaruma.
Maybe my address, Minia, I'm so big one fly at that way. I think, say, a very good, say, Okwa, Obe, announce, Obe can be about it. Yeah, mommy, and say, nah, almost organize meet and greet to be a man, but unfortunately, not on your way. They take you by surprise. And the time is so all balance, and yet that day, no, because the oil organ on me, it's Wadaroma, so na what the announcement, no, ako, am I? Why?
Yeah, I think about Wakra Bahaba said it's been cancelled.
Okay.
Yeah, by platforms so.
Oh, okay, good.
Ebacho Queen. Ebacho, na me na make us na me ya de na me so
okay, good morning, madam. Oh, yeah, Pacho.
Yamia do na so e.
Yamia,
Queen almost me ama na ya me ya pa nka makasa wi ye adwuma.
Oh, almost you, Pacho.
Ah, mama sa be dilisa.
Pacho,
platform so ye dio. Ya na ye sha ase o mu bisa
Pacho, why Pacho? Wadaroma. Pacho, sometimes maybe I know your network na. See I know check him.
Friend, and your network for one say or mobile. Na nipa no akọ o use no phone no dey hear before front no or do not so search na say sad dey was one.
Madam, this point it wasn't like that. A group of being cassa. Na me ya de after that cassa. Any background cassa.
JJ wants a host na kasa and your own platform na kasa power show. So I think so let's make it slide on. Oh, one a drop in.
Oh, obi asa say ni
bi. Fashion fan bra.
I'm not seeing no.
Make to me.
Oh, me pa mo show.
I'm not seeing no. You been seeing no.
I just use my biya.
Pacho, why ya mo writing it back why?
Yeah, they see with the kasa.
Now kasa no me pa show me the yamis.
Yeah, who's not power show. So there was me say Pacho mo fan bra.
Why, mama? Platform na na ready.
I go see am Pacho sorry request why me only view.
Oh, JJ don't do me memo.
Oh, I go see JJ.
I go see JJ now. Oh, Miss Ramo.
Me dey say dey be am picking no cry.
I go see Miss Ramo.
No, me address no. Brother of Grace na me can say.
Pacho, me invite you why I go see JJ.
You really pakwa or drop it.
Ma, mama.
Oh, what's that? Me say first on moderator, second time on a creator.
Me kwe juma me nice.
I go see am Pacho bra.
Kasa why? Kasa.
Me Pacho, may complain kakra. I think said the last time my year contribution ma akusia drempoma. Me ba platform ni so and I'm back I say me kwe juma me dre juma mpe me the media beba. Then or take crack I said there ma rain few it's bomodiana fabran see you. Because dre juma mo na me do say yo and I made me contribution by that faithful day, no, that was the day na ola buy a platform yi so. Eti enini beshia eti na nashmi ana enteni din nam se me correct there. Obe boy go can flash na eti mo ndi hu komo ni ade. Eti me pon adwuma buy am very requesty. Omusi me. Free one no me ba 3 times. They bia me bia no ma drop me. If you want me to make my platform, this will make us say Biomicra 2 accounts. Me Nina Baku de see talk show and they see. Eti me baby are no more messy. Me baby are no more messy. Even and many first person time and
Pacho, mommy, me my own casamre, Miss Row. Mommy saw me camera. Me poucho. Me poucho, any demo. Me poucho, Miss Row. I was here for moi, Ebia, BBC, Akosono. I'm when you and Miss Ramo, more fine chair, why? And this of a camera, me no casa, mammy.
because started platform me. I didn't say me not
poucho, mammy, and it's not me pesa or casa be bring to the me poucho. Why, madam?
Martin says,
why?
Me so the same thing, make a kata. And I won't find our picket private, Anna.
Me go and pick it private.
You not so star, yes, you know, that would be a
semi who ya. You request now.
Or Betty, what you be by it. My request sister.
And see, Obi share down a friend me say, main check it. Na request it. And we say me file, but me file no be share ho. Nipa ni we na o see na waba. Pacho. Why?
You matter queen, Yami Isha Munina. I think say
from private and why said the bear or request you be a bit me a picky movie. I'm sure.
Yeah, who's a one actually picking? I just say be our hand request. This idea, yeah.
Mati. Private dear, me pen a meet me a picky.
Yo. It's me paso.
Man, Casa. Yeah,
yeah. I think say yenina no odo a ye wo edmama akusia enti ene mabem poma enti yenina ye wo ye ba ha se ye ba platform so ba se ye ba be support so sometimes ye nya kwanya nkasa kwai ye wase wo ye comment ye type ni ade enti no I think say yenina no ye ni together but say mo amwo front line no na ma consider ni amabi kakra at the same time queen me bo wa baso ene adwuma pa tin legal wife nyina mo ye me ti wo gina wono mo dia bo bibia abaso se na me hira mo nyina de adwuma pa mo ye ma mo nsa gine da na emom no so no ni amabi wo ho no mo te se ni amabi to kwa kitin bi ni adi na beba na sen no I think say obi beka as a monty group be a mobetumi akọ backdoor na mobetumi akasa as matured people because me woni say munyina mo ani ebie muni mode it's na niam bi wan say ye bedware yentuma go yentuma ewo abonten ema obi eden be mu bi wahu eyesa na ma ye kan say niam mu say ana say nkofo ebe mu ya misro say me fasa akonya we su ni wakasa se oba sima oba pi oba ugina so sita ubedi wo besi honom ayesa ade we de sa cho so biu niama bebre wo honom a ye last time na amwaye na this time around no say instead bebre wo aye meka on platform so mo meka any ade very good there cause we say no because almost person almost they are trying every possible means they are some be provoke na nsamaye den epia bontin eno no munya ma mo hwewom it's no silence yes silence means consent silence na ye nya na team legal wise no ekuwom it yan continue na ya ma me no enya ne privacy no to me nya ne niama ebetumi aboa maye nkunimdie na aba ede amaye Yes, I talk to you, man. Best make can say. Ma kosia se wa nyame me hune se nyame ebe pejano efi adumu chakwa adumu wa shase na ebe na mo sonso ama yetumi promote no na face yetumi share enko Facebook me do one ma mitumi nko hompo Facebook ejuma ne seka yenyina ye boa na yetumi akọ Facebook hono ye promote ya send messages no bi analysis videos no bi dia akọ Facebook na any Twitter any Instagram sa networks ni nyina na yetumi je hoso ejuma pa because ya say TikTok nwa but okono hono no ye jadia ma other people no more than almost operating or no I think say now no say nearby your host there can yama 17 years now can mean no ni bi aba amaba be kan as I say ye to me code ye to me ma who said this is 2001 or buy ye no Sanya mani na say to me eka say to me emo mu no matia say because Ghana for ni bi wo wa o masumo ha adia obi beka no o man kasa anya research but the obi beka no na to mutrim it na no na say yes you work on it na say ka wo buy live stay ya wo YouTube wo Instagram cra na say wo Facebook na wo live no and so ema almost ehu bi ni other bloggers no na anka ama ensem na akwachire ama yetumi ehu say no maame no enye sad de omo kan sad na tie but it's not hard work. Hard work without hard work ni yen to me and achieve we go. It's no mama yenya back. Na fe yemma bibia so insita. Me da mu nyina si obi o platform is biara moderators no. I am consider yen. Nyame hra mu nyina na edwuma pa moye me da masepa.
Yo, yes, yeah, that was say. I mean, clear the bill I don't say. If I show yanko yeah, da any multi legal wives no. Yanko problem bia any intem. Sabi usia baako yanko ade baako ho. Ye maame akosia se wa inti na nanso ade bia ye so camera no ho donti. Sebi, yes, it's not a crema crown where they and in your phone to four club, like, more differences, it's a problem in you. Why? That's but you know you too.
Abisha for me, Samu. I say, friends and moderators, and so almost yeah, you say, Nashmi say no was wrong. But Modo also need to know will see from. Make us sense and coming here, come see from, but Obi and Oba moderating, and I'm a Michinaso. To me, Pamuchomunia and Wabot, why, Pamuchoa, why? But your unbreakable. What you watch and Pacho Casa, why, or Bapa. I don't come.
Okay, we shall be there for platform. You sure be I think that at the end, Bakua, a higher any almost traditional media, no, almost defend it, Mamia Kusia Sewa. Almost defend it, Prinsula. It's the almost some now, almost come. I found it probably a dream. Ebi musa ye omo adwene say ni ayeye nka no eye no na omo ye den wo mu ntie. Secondly, disunita ewo ye ntem de ha adwen pa because the baku the information baku betumi the bank. The best thing na ka wa frɛ wo ne no oh mami afem we uti we hi okay me koye me analysis aba ukoye wo analysis na enye standard ya oh me me koye no say na me kosi yo intini awo kan enti sao inti e dey na ya correction awo ho ena oh say team leader no obi aye ne hu fighter defender eni enye sanka omudi false information ba there must be one or two people that omobe disbandi samna enye no kra wo modiba na omaye hu analysis but obia ye ne hu fighter itinu wo modi false information ba aka ho obia be defendi enye sanka celebrate a wo modiba ye no there were a lot of issues that was analysis ebem na ye like we need to ask them questions from a yearly time. Even recently, yes, some mommy I could see only mommy, only daddy Lumba exercised 3 days before his death. But in Kofu be I am only me post that Yem Bisa said that Bena, only daddy Lumba Kwampa Kasa, some Momuka be brain. But here the bandi last minute, the answer, yes, people said, I am before his death. Intimate
Ghana for me. Hey, I'm the Obeka be any woman you. So, any man. Any penny and address say, why an address. Maybe a walk on the road.
Yes, I almost cut them to her. Not a caho. Now, Modico. Intimate this unity now I want home. Ye free her. I didn't. Kaka kra womu beye court ready no or Kumasi High Court and I started the start here and I can't wear this year. It's let's say 24. Munka Mumbo.
I said, Mimiti, we are Missy Omi Principles and why not some information. Because to see a car, me and family won't meet Sansu no almost the amomo de baba no move and form the sana media ne sutie.
Okay, so the baba life now.
Unbreakable. What time and asunti mami you are no dawaha. Mpa mo chebusia for say screen recorders for wa monfa asemi making mpa mo chew.
Okay, yeah, fa kuyema.
Asema yes sister Eka say oh anke ni se musi no me se me ne na Eka sa. But your brass back, why?
Muso Muhadio. Hey,
if I'm sure my name brass back, why? It's moderators. Around, but you have a back, why? Oh, only listening. If I'm sure I'm sending the invite. Okay,
Also, my friend and her husband were married and dates for over 10 years before.
Miss Ramo.
Fear book, yes, I'm not okay.
For Mama address this issue. Miss Ramo Bebre. Obia Mbambe di Banki Bibia Obiaka. And at legal wise for no, yes, it will be can be on the platform so no be a baby di banking. Debbie, it's wrong be we make it this thing clear. And Ramina mini adagio crying Ramiko Eduma. So some besha me mama life. Maybe life anajo 12:30 AM. Because Enra, your mammy, ebusia funibi, ebusia funibi, your mammy ebusia funibi. And who online say, yes, see a mammy eba na obeba Sunday into meet and greet be a coso. Into na ke with your phone. So almost to me and I say almost social media handle be. And I say so almost young for almost social media people and come so life na come address it. But and I'm say almost social media phone they contacted me. They called me. No Musa me said DNA koso. Na omo who say you're supposed to be online say your mame eba inti yon kongo shiano. Na aden inti na ya bibisa na me say me nim hore. Me nim hore. And na omo de share me mano say me meka say me inti minka. And see, yeah, conference call with a good day, and 1 or 2 people. So, Samubesha, that time, Crampo now, a second call, no, a bathroom. It was any one time pay, and I call no by a pressure or pressure. Maybe so life, but I mean, say, so that means I can once into my muscle. And see, maybe. And for bears 4, 5 cry, na me do eto conference call so. Na me wo live cry me like by my muscle. Answer you knew about thing. Esi odo so akohu baby and of frostro. Into your team frostro I'll be address no. Na me say okay, then let me take this opportunity. Na yem breaki emamo. Because your mama na she was not on your away or saying on your shock. Say, yes, say all ba a money pa babishian. Into no crampo no or like yes say na or when you're running stomach cry. Excuse my language. The young cry a ya See the whole night. They and I do 1 AM na yeneme ekasa send me address. That is why address here into me pamocho. Yes, say ebia obi can be on the platform so no be aba no abedi banke. Esremo bebre me obi can be on the platform so Emma member be the banke. E pamocho. We ebusuafo na kasa na frame me angrily. No mu buafu. Even crampo no na baako mienu bi pese omo frosro no omo be kasa but akwai so omo social media people. So I accepted say afei dey or say you about here be ka dey then me also me can. I think say call no crampo na lawyer Jumana cry also call no so be and because na I critical me pese me kan ho asem nti na me pe obi a be nti na lawyer Jumana mu ina me de omo to a conference call no so including yenua egudie nti omo ina mo hwa eno anajo they were speaking no mo kasa isi be sremo Empeso chirebi obi dim be kwakoya ana amanese and obi dim be tit brush etwitwe ne se ana tit pick yi ne sim esremo me obi dim atem asebe enkame but e bia na madofo bi e won chen ho ana se madofo bi o platform yi so a ebe kan o ma na ebe yo ya nti e bia o mo so be kan ho asem obu befu na mo so asoso. That is why me clear this and come in kasa. because obia what and for be our adofo. Like platform is so miss me adofo also. Se wo ebi obi di matema, obi so be ba be so. Me mpene sa enti na me address it. Me a woman of peace. Edamas.
Yes, no, Pasha. It's in your cousin.
Pasha, what like I say?
Yeah, Pinky.
Okay, Pinky can say me the time I never told.
Oh, okay. I say Effie do pills and oh, Father, me Pacho, the time on so.
Casa.
Effie do class man.
Pinky.
Yeah, make us a
Pink.
Hello, what's make us a?
I feel your back, sir.
Me say Effie do class man. I will canon. I was say a book of me, so I block media because me many trust on Facebook. Since cult issues and start saying, many trust to be brave. So many so I block me say yeah. So I said I said no team to be opa na wo boss to be opa na yedin is
I don't know with the Jawa seven. I don't know.
Na yedin juma pa. Na mama say M. Na nim na mama say M wenya. And also the me person make can say obi make submission or platform no so na say obi befra. E me ka say bia asema ni panican no incorrect and I say asema ni panican no boa. I think that brother Bibeka something about certificate to be one said the issue attestation. And our sister sister Bisu Befroka say the only panican is incorrect, but omuma copies of your certificate was the day. Attestation any panican or and also copy nasem now be kind or you should know say university say what Ghana no obia ye nejuma different omo operating the same said yeah school be CPGOs that they different from ebidia no sana said obia running e dey different ti say wo dey na legona na so mo issue copy of the certificate other school emma attestation so oba no just add up say bia dey ni panic kan no you are only adding up it's man ka say bia incorrect you no nim no worker and I know somebody on no the attestation any bibia we UK hanom I almost accept say but you're already bibia the file many na nam na bibia right you see it's okoy no mama na different a year and letters be with me didi ni dwumedo UK hanom it's metro so school who different school no be so different school obia ni nim dia o de nam ne baby so don't just come up and say bia the person is incorrect and your kind is incorrect indirectly no catch is asem no kind or boa or purchase say omwa just add up may that say
let's make that say
all right good evening
yeah, Don Kasamami.
All right, thank you, Benassi. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people trying to go back and forth about attestation, and I think that is very true. What the lady just said is very true. Some of the schools they operate in different vacuum. So so probably what you are familiar with, it doesn't mean say that is what like every school be used to say like that is what happens. School be an instant but that is not even the case. The issue here is also the inconsistencies in the ruling. That is not even the case. Even if Obia submitting the evidence or the certificate about right, and then there's a source to the certificate where you can verify it. And as a call, so Felix say, okay, the evidence is not right. Whilst you folks say there's a way that, and I said there's a channel or say emphasize I didn't fire I am fan. As a court, what does the law say? Because I don't think say they'll write a whole constitution, say like 90, they'll write like leaflets of pages of constitution. Rebecca say, okay, certificates now for channel we want. I don't think the constitution will go silence on that. There's something that the constitution will say, okay, who as a judge, no feel say I'm for the right channel. Okay, I'm for the right channel. What is the law telling you to do? What is the law asking you to do? And that is where we feel say there's some sort of inconsistency because on the grounds of justice, if you are saying, say, you were able to rely on the fact, say, someone come and witness, just an oral witness, or banobe, my witness would say, oh, I was there, I witnessed whatever happened. Mind you, this person wasn't an immediate relative to the person, the deceased. This person, on your immediate relative to Nipana, we will know. This person is a brother-in-law to on Nipana or no priest or no yeah, our for no. If you were not able to scrutinize, Nipa chrono oral witness now the buyer now. like oral accounts not the buy, and you couldn't scrutinize it, but then you were able to scrutinize OB statute documents every your friend is saying Germany. That I mean, the Constitution of Ghana gives you that chance for you to go and verify those documents. Well, and no scrutinize here, but then one scrutinize it and say obi even in history, when you are studying history, so be the accounts but now maybe the Queen Emma Sema, they will go and find out what kind of relationship I had with Queen Emma before they even take that account into consideration. In this case, Nipana would to say because of an so I follow. Sani Panica is not an immediate relative member. The immediate relative member of that Lumba. And when I mean immediate relative of that Lumba, nobody came to even say they witnessed the marriage. But then you relied on the fact, say, Obi by Ebema oral account said, oh, I was there, blah, blah, blah. And then you took that into consideration without scrutinizing it. But then you were able to scrutinize someone's certificate. So even on account of fairness, and that is what Article 23 talks about. Article 23 says, as a judge or as a court, you need to be fair and reasonable. You need to be fair and reasonable. Do you know why? Because in Grafano laws in the car, they know, say, there will be substantive evidence, but then someone would like to give substantive justice. In this case, or say, oh, so we are bread, so therefore let's just give in everyone's justice. Now, Obi Ankoda. But in Grafano constitution, they were wise enough. That is why they were like, anything that you are doing as a judge or as a court, you have to be reasonable and fair. And that is what Article 23 is saying. So if Article 23 is telling you to be fair and reasonable, you feel say it is fair and reasonable for you to take just an oral account from someone who is not related to the person that is dead, I mean, directly. You took that one without asking any question. But then on the other hand, that would debunk on your ordinance marriage, there was someone who came to give the same oral accounts, the same oral accounts that on the other side, we had the same person on oral accounts. You demand that. Going forward, the documents now and you decide to scrutinize that document. However, that documents no source, and then who read the evidence act, who read the amount that back and say you can go and verify, you can go and check because there is a source to it. You decided not to do that. So even on the scale of fairness, we feel like there's inconsistency. Another last point that I want to point out, because most of them are from the Dawson. Then you go a step ahead and you're like, oh, you even deserted him for a very long time. All right, therefore there is no marriage. All right, so desertion work under ordinance marriage. And it's customary now, okay, so no your customary wife. No, or no desertion need jumana. Desertion doesn't work over there. Senipana deserting, okay, yati what deserting, so there is no marriage. Why are you granting the person say the person is a customary wife? Desertion doesn't work under customary right. So it clearly tells you the kind of inconsistencies, and then it clearly tells you, say, this thing is already premeditated, it's already calculated, say, this is the way that we are going, this is what we are doing. And mind you, in legal basis, in legal frameworks, there is no way that substantive justice overrides substantive evidence. If there's an evidence that is substantive, you can't come and be using substantive justice, and I say you can't come and be using technicalities over here. And that is and that is what people don't want to understand. Children read about judicial activism. It's not about reading judicial activism. You are telling you what is there. You people come here and you come and tell us the law is the law. The law is the law. But you sit in Ghana and then you keep on disrespecting your politicians. The politicians are not Omoji S. Graciano. It is part of the law, but you guys are saying, why are they taking those money? So like we said, laws are laws. But the fact that people are able to maneuver and escape through and then find their ways doesn't mean that people should lose their moral conscience. And I've been saying this. And then I can pass through the window, I can pass through the door. But between the window and the door, which one sets your moral right and your conscience right? Even before the laws, before the constitution, we have intellect, we had morals. So you should know, say, even before laws, we had morals. So the fact that someone is able to maneuver their ways using the laws doesn't mean that is the absolute truth. And that's what you guys are failing to understand. Inside amount for able to ekasa for the past 6 months. And then only now say, only the debate, say, yembra and defending corruption. You cannot win me. I'm going to give you facts, but then I'm going to ask myself, does it serve my moral conscience right? And that is what you guys are failing to understand. The fact that someone goes to court and then they maneuver their ways using technicalities and then avoiding the substantive evidence, it doesn't mean that is the law. It is not the law. If that is the law, why are people even insulting our politicians? And I'm is it against the law? Why are people shouting? Because morally, it is not upright. So you guys should stop saying, I'm going to read judicial activism and the law is the law. The law is the law, but it doesn't mean that is the truth. It doesn't mean morally we shouldn't be upright because the law is the law. So the fact that the fact or Bema be a corrupia collar, now your cockota, now bisa collar say, now Krawan and Small say coholum. You are running away from the substantive evidence that Ono Colania reaping. So don't deflect. So don't come and say, you didn't bring your evidence, you didn't do that, and the law is the law. The law can be the law, but it doesn't mean that we lose our intellect. And that is what you guys are failing to understand. And the reason why people are yelling and the reason why people are shouting is just because they feel like there's some sort of immorality that has gone on. And that is why you saw a lot of people at airports, because that is the voice of the people and that is the voice of God. And that's what you guys are failing to understand. And the fact that the law is the law. Yes, people can maneuver their way using the law, but your moral conscience, your intellect within you will tell you say there is something wrong, and that is what you guys are failing to understand. It's Queen Mamidas. I think a lot of people are down there. Let me just shut up so that they also speak. Gracias.
No, Bemen, I that's I was silly. The amount of time and not where the time and this one my wife, I'm sure we yes, sir. You put move down on my I pick your man request not drop it. Yes, sir.
If I'm sure my father and Casaway.
Chokasa, we are not my Jim for. I'm Jim for now, so see you why.
Queen Metchao. Me cry the entire Mohani.
Your super father.
Yeah.
Bless you. Why?
Madam Fubi. Oh, yes, so for now. Me and then me call live to be real no frame me. Now, I watch them say. Oh, no, 17 years. I said, I'm in Yaba to send me chin. And I mean, who said, Safu Penny be a chroma, say, Native Bono, Madam from. Now, I'm not sure I go see a donna go see us. Muna Musina, no, none of us.
Yes, you know, only that I'm seeing.
Now, on it, guy be a Juba, gotta see a software, junior pastor. Now, guy in it, Lumba Nanti for so many years, as I know best of it. Was Wakonia with typical Lumba. It's been Nipanas more catch them, Zabeka Bay week as a 2 weeks about Lumba Frimono. Minipana friend, any partner friend, Minipana Sofono. That's all for you. Omudi common one, Gadebeka, I wouldn't say, Lumba Crano, Nereno, no one which you abandoned for 17 years. Any probably you know that Casa as a match. The Americans say, Lumba, radio dancer say, Lumba wound is not normal. Everything was a well calculated. Because that time, Lumba young film. And I'm usually my column say, any panel or coffee or no coffee or so on this lady with the president they didn't come up. If you let you know, why are no innocent person, but why me was a missing describe or no? Why just me who were that mean from man?
Snake under grass.
Snake under grass. And until we have a media, that's I'm mad yet say. So I poisonous, you know, to my say once, a lady when the critic or didn't come much now for not what pushing. Agenda, not Omuka. Lumba young winner, then was shut us on two agenda say. Lumba you abandoned for 17 years. And Lumba when you can see a something is fishy somewhere. Something is fishy somewhere. Lumba so toyano, DL station 1 and go for no me more only be immediate to Umbaka say, Omuni be a salad in the no. I don't know. Sagana pay for pass or move any down or Musuma just say a Juma. Let me go by this time. CID. I invited that Nasha to interrogate.
Hey, now I know. Hey, baby, are you okay, Mama? Who am I say? What is going on?
I'm a patron, I'm going to for Dankana, Mr. Moa.
I'm maintaining count.
Ah, I feel it.
You know, I'm so cool. I'm more cool.
And Patrick Casaway, Father by the South Academy.
Good morning. Maybe higher morning, Patrick, more the afternoon. Yeah, Patrick, me so Kakan person the booster Emma said, Emma more account for Facebook because
they have my time in your account.
Yeah, a very good say, Mobile this kind of program maybe on Facebook, especially Kweku Christo, send an order. Because I know I'm a classmate to be an evangelist too, because I know I'm not motive Facebook. The way I know Musi Kama 17 years with Jaima Papanatuan, and my main prominent for your school platforms. It is a young 2 year one church and go for Facebook, Amagana Bonantia. I think say still an Diomujina no Mujina. And my evangelist. I would meet Jina House of Store there, would be abandoned it no, and will be a better time.
Mupa, Munya de, Ghana need her. What choose side and one or two.
Kuno, Bear Janet, the information you can school platforms. And one and talk on and now going to mess. Said the way I must see can code the man Samuhano move being called Facebook because Facebook a tree in any pasuti because I know no more FM station or be at more than a life on the other to Facebook all can and then somehow walking in us here and try if you grow more children in mono.
But I'm like video in my wife.
Lumba Germany, Teresa and Bua Lumba man here and no just it's like wrong information into your best say Munya be now the way and no Kweku Christo air can is some more church and still more church a lawyer and some no not Facebook for us to ain't here because the real no civic wrong information about they have a parent and my done and talk about with school platforms so that Teresa and a boy lumba man the first and young buyer just it's like
all the boy and
I don't even know say a boy payana Ghana for it to her and no more yen simple that Teresa and a boy lumba then a babu chira I will buy I know and I'm clatana. Lumba na classing in Numda for 3 years. When no Pia Manson, Mumami, and didn't buy. It's yet then I'm to me because Teresa and then a coy and a dear and some
and no other side. And Tia Mumba no be
account in the book. No what to me a more kind of crano hammer mouth what because Facebook and for more. I said TikTok. Into my same and nothing I may buy because anyone with I have to let you guys know. There, I was some about platform Facebook. I'm a big kind of prayer on a charm for because we evangelists would be out for so soon. And so also someone so it's a mess. Some of the kind of cleaning people. Now, ya can't talk and I pray. It's a grand person make on one. Make a mass.
You, my for me that celebrate. Me wo do Facebook, but I was send me to phone. Me a me phone back we cry me. Before you cry, now no about for mama. I buy one screen, no. I 9 years, inside us one side penny masisi
and I don't ya bash
metal for not may live for her no one circle live for Facebook
don't ya see from the walk Christo but you're very good father or call JB a platform so say or try a church and I send me over church that guy named Tiasia Gra what did you agree just said, you're okay, I won't see but like one tone of bump won't see guy in some of what church, Jamie Tiasi, a one or drop you in now. Into the guy wants to know by your church in on him, dear walker, but not Jamie, not Jamie Tiasi, crack, oh my boy, you can't into no, oh my, we are knowledgeable son, not knowledge son, or mobile, I will say a more Casa, no more church, and into Mexico, I can't be busy. That's the fire,
that's the Jim for it. That's it. More my dream shred ever a bit boy in Edamas because I say I dream about 40 and that's it. Okay, I'm your for let me see no Poby. Okay,
which means to know why I know what Poby.
Rafilico. Ah, you can't support your money.
When that's a pan, where you my power, yeah, dear, there be a casse. Yeah, dear, some you know, dynamic.
Oh, see, Rafrico, this is Adriana.
Hello.
Voice, see, there is Adriana.
But I know, where maybe Alice.
Oh, okay.
And see, yeah, that's a surgeon. Ode sanya me so ba ebebe church ye nyina nyama ekoso ye de yɛde asɛm ama nyame yɛnim sɛ nyame deɛ ɔbɛyɛ biribiara ne kwa mmerɛpa ba mu a ɔbɛyɛ biribiara pɛpɛɛpɛ na yɛda wase so sɛ woma amansan nyinaa ɛte ne ɛkɔ so because mmaa bebree mu bebree akɔ te bea bi mu se pɛn ɛnso koraa ama yɛni anda hɔ nti wei ama ebi ani bɛda hɔ ama wohu sɛ ewiase na ɛda hɔ na ɛnda hɔ tra akwa tumi mbɛtena obi kunu ho na woka sɛ 17 years na wabɛtena obi kunu ho no na wabɛgye ne kunu no wopɛ sɛ ɔno nso ɔnyɛ den nti wo a wɔde ɔwɔ se wɔngye ntom sɛ maame no akɔtena 17 years na ɔne ne kunu mbɔ nkɔmmɔ mpo da na wɔgye tom sɛ wagyaa ne kunu no ne nyinaa wɔnya mɛmmepa no so bɛda ne nsɛnkyɛn ebiara ne sɛ yɛstarte gidigidi ne yɛnim sɛ yɛ maame mpo bɛtumi aba ama yɛakɔ akɔyɛ nnipa dɔm akɔ akɔhyia no nso ne nyinaa mmerɛ no so yɛ no nyame pagyaa ne nsa nti yɛde yɛasɛm no da nyame ɔno deɛ ɔmbrɛ mu na ɔmbɛyɛ dɛn ɔmbɛyɛ yɛ komafo kɛkɛ na biribiara sɛ nyame ɛna ɔhyira wɔ a adeɛ nyinaa ɛdi mu nyame nhyira wɔ a adeɛ no wobɛnyamegya ɛnkosi aga ɛbɛhwie agu nti mede m'asɛm abɛwieɛ medeɛ metaa maame akɔso a sɛ wɔakyi menim sɛ nkonimdeɛ yɛ yɛn deɛ nti maame nsi na obi so mbɛka me deɛ
maame yɛda wase bebree patro yɛbɛsiw kakra na obi aba wae JK Cerebral.
Me Mobin Casa, my mom there 10 minutes, never have a casa why.
Obapa Rose. Patrick Casa.
Mamma, me das and Yanko Punch, I send a message I let to my phone. Quema, Yanko Punch out, minimum pa, yin nanny with Germany hamburger. Na, since Mammy can see by ye be yen na. Me now, it made nothing so sa. Na why are there? Because now me go school. And I met say announcement to be say Mama Beba na yenko share ni Disidov. So me pon school no na me fa so call Urbanov. Ekocha fact me take it easy. Me bebre fia me say me ba TikTok na me hu say o platform dey abeto say cancel. Take it na makocha ne kura de enya me ya because no man no Mami contribution I the platform yen na ye de hu jim so we try take it na maso it doesn't matter nyehwe e denya me as say what me abeka sa cancel na nka man ko twa kwa fun say from Hamburg to DC of Emuwa me e kana ma bone nche da nyam because who do obi a o sacrifice so hu e de mano they say me feel and me man kura free me team legal wife but kwenema dia me person make any Sebi ye di mochi because of then you must see eja madaje ene mu bibia ho a ye nyina dey support ma akosia sewa and say team na mo di animu no se bia koye anase nsam ne nko ba ko a ebia ne se mekotwa take it ya to aguo so ho owe ha okwa ha ahafo kan mo de oba ha ahafo kan mo de se maame ni ntini ye nyina ye adwuma ne dia no matter how problem ni besie sa wodo maame na even maame no kro ha adwene te se de kwene maame kro no me hu se o di ani mu for maame ayi eye mo apa because we ye nipa bia o life nya te se mama se wa won po ho ase won pe kasa ti ye nyina bedi wo machi because of mumunti so enti se ko ba se Team Liga, me call Ashanti Queen, me call Obeti one year, the Indian inside the Baco. At the end of the day, we be can seem different. Now we also be can seem different. I only drew baby a yena, time watching a hard training. So, Yaman, I'm done as a man could try this seed of coin. Maybe a canama bondia doesn't matter. But me say best, let's say, Mama Yen and I in Baco. Semi fees as a man to me, I'm a quinema. And so life na se obeti wana queen Ashanti Queen ye mu ye nyina ye group baako na ye timi a concentrated ye enti mesre ye ni what time bibia because ye nipa ho adwuma na ye na mo amoda ye ni mu no mo nyina mo mfiri maame baako obia ne ni suban
ɛyɛ ɔdɔ a yɛwɔ maame no nti ɛne yɛn nyinaa yɛwɔ ha no mu sei nti mɛsrɛ kwan deɛ meminim sɛnea wo si teɛ nti na mema foro ha no na wobɛ clarify no na nka mepɛ sɛ mesi fam basa mepɛ sɛ menka saa asɛm wei sei ɛna afei nso so mekɔɔ school mewɔ school mu wɔ nyinaa mewɔ maame tiktok lady bi yɛfrɛ no Kennedy Japan ba Ninsen bi a wɔka no mama yɛn so yɛ adwene nkɔ hɔ paa because we make a lot of information ɛkwan a Lumba fa so wuyɛ first no so wɔ dobro ni afa etim hɔ no a wɔne freedom free mu nyinaa mengo ne ade but ɛkyerɛ no watena se adwene ho sɛ nsɛm bi wɔ hɔ no ma it doesn't face so edru baabi a mama yɛn kɔ hɔ ne hɔ no so ne yɛntie bi ne yɛn indicate sɛ deɛ father ene ya maame ebe kan no en omu ye wo issue ye wo case but odobro ni nkrofo ni they don't have any case swat here but the real music ka wo mu nsam no sabi ye nuanom bi wo nkurase a internet wo mu ni so wo mu nya chi wo mu radio ni wo mu nya mato wo mu tese ye kase ya obi anim say no kura maame say we ja ni kuno 17 years and then for him ko see na bla 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 so mesre mo abusia mama edru baby a mama yensan ko sa menya advert ma woman no but ne sama work bia no esisi so pa na yankonko fansem ni bi e betua ye screen recording ni e dia betu ye page Facebook ni ade ade se ye be ya enkrofon so be hu ensem ni bia no na ye nya ye ntokwa ni ade ade because ye wo case but afa and Siasia Yajma would sing Liga for Niemu, and I'm the Bia, Racy, to Queen. Madame says, so I bet Clay say, this is Dofono and Maso, Yanko Ponchra, pa, Medase.
Medase, about Paros, Fache, to say, opposite discuss, Fache, what's the problem? Super canma for you.
No problem, but you'll me.
Priema we ankasa no. O abotre o ye good.
Jelly brace.
Na nkrofobia keka ho ne de.
Jelly brace.
Yes, good morning. Oh, I drew me so and I drew me so.
Jelly brace watch that or buy it or drop it.
From the can never see me. Okay.
Mommy, can be quick. Me patrol. Hey, some way wrong. Me family hunje asem say muda me be post me adwuma na mapa me baby afa ba say obi asem me de me hu be chi mu say pa de na chese asem no aye critical na munim bibi mu kai lady ya oba ya o ka say
efia pokuya lady
video ye
marriage and man
na
ever seen
o ka so ko one radio station sen ko bo amane na o ko frɛ e woman father ba say mama e wo Ghana. And then I'm connected.
And obedi ebe kanse mu akere ye maame no.
There's an amount of truth.
Ono wale o bema wa hu de da o.
Say o twa ntora ye be mama wo we na connect no because they say no ye nyina ye fight for what killed Daddy Lumba and a mama. So nti ye connect sa lady ni ma mama akọ Ghana idie na eno so ye ngwe bia na bibi ye benya bibi afiri mu. Because I don't know, I quite say, one no more fear. Obi no beba out, I because say ni see. Meanwhile, the answer at that way, at the hope face say, he did not die a natural death. He did not.
And Timuguzu Helumba
were out, I say, oh, and Nunti
Hey, and I'm more because say, yeah, mama, and a dapadio. There's a most already
ignore it because and not more long way to go. A bit to me supporting a case.
Obi o we see
no offense aye dear and na offense so Ghana ho no mama ne da de Lumba semia beyi abe ni nyina ye nim say ye krom ho no is corrupt. It's a corrupt country. It's one of the corrupt countries aye nim. But na bibia ma enedi ma obi amehu say bia oh ya tete de but when na beda ho ama obi ehu say hey say it's real. na chese nam judges we mu any lawyer for we mu kwa utumu se obi kwa fa ho ahwere ne nkwa kra dadaada wo e wa asem wono na asem a ye ni asem chese ye mu asem ni ye nti me ka bia obi kwa fa ho ayare obi afa ho kwa akɔhyɛ fam kra wa pro dadaada na me can we mu nyina ya sɔre ɛso mo ye lodge for hwan secret society for Romani asɔre pani one one so na tete sa law na no one one so na boni akese no mudi forgetting say me Bible asema o ka say ye nana no be ye boni na omo boni ni ye tua ho kam e bia na yesu ye you forgetting say they have wives, they have husbands, they have children who would also come and then reap what they are sowing right now. Evidence be benye bian. Let's not just talk blah 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 blah. Slide afakoda. Mummy enya mubi mama abey queen Mr. Minimisa oben womo. Say lady no more no contact and I say eya minji this mama or call mama wa mama be yina ma say be a say because now we are all trying to find out what really happened. And now no she was there and she saw when winning in Akra or Humbia was see a big one phone so or Sandy be man you couldn't. Nti ya hono so na me senka ye ntwe ya dwen enkoso na dan so na I chance so ye ne life na me focus you be ofre borax the auto marriage certificate me nie oba ye na ne ye ka se omo abu adwomtofo na no nti me where am raising ye ne say me I was even wondering say Wama that the lumba no omo ye adwuma omo ya adwomtofo no ade no obi aye mute me gidi se omo nim papa na hyase e
omo nya the sister obi adwene ni wu eh Ghana o
omo so contribution ke betumi push asem na pa ba kwa so obi aye din it make kana okaso omo gusu omo ye nti I was also saying say ko base ogada omo make sure so obi anyina na grounds Shano bia answer na drum because Nkronfo no omo ne na mama bribes omo ne na mama convincing Nkronfo on false your friend says statement say e bia o ma me ko ye say na mokra na munim no madwen ama medane enti mesra mo me hit hard pa on e ho no Facebook ho no so edi kan it's true
mama
Facebook ho no ho enkwasi asem e wo ho no sister mitumi konto kwa kwanya enkwase afa me so e ho na obi tumi to na bo aso tro a whole paragraph says the whole book no omotam de betu ho seten o kan a ho na wakoma
je kwakan so say de
enti de wo ye metumi me suggest senka mo nya yi o your friend say ye say explanation bia obi abenya about 17 years na omo kan na ka ye nya no short video bi nya ke come dia kwa foto ye Facebook ho no
Facebook omo fa
odobro ni nkronfo ni
aye say
some short video
okay me ba mami loan na me nkyere mo ade kakra
whatever that is going on
me dia grow Facebook pa omo mo so dodo na nim say e Facebook pa na me dia grow mo media no mo ntia se the wire na adwen say wo odobro ni side or prince la me fe no odobro ni kwa prince la side the wire na adwen say owo ye maame side bibia ni ho a wo be free ye maame side akwa ka kire no amu ono ate ase o de na adwen ye no no eno age maako na ebia no wo mu nim na ebia wo chema no ate ase enipa na nya decide na adwen na nim say issue we buy Facebook na me wo me na fofo beble a o mo ba me platform so ye di agro ese me ba me ko Facebook live na ye program ese bia obati wa na queen wo live queen Ashanti queen wo live ana ye ma wala na me fa ni Facebook a aye o mo do ma ene ba be gina so ati wo mo ba enti se wo mo ko Facebook de nipa na ye na adwen no eno mimiti we obi ntumi mesesa me madwene say me nkodi prince lechi because I know say madwene ni meyi kire me say ya anye ne ho ade obi anu obi kunu twempana samati ase na ye nkase ko na ekoka ho na ekoje ne ma boso enti no mumu nim se na wu nipa wo kasei wa adwene ya no a wu se maame na chi na wudi no eye sa pepepe obi ya oden ma echi ya na wodo na obeji Prince Lanso sa ena Facebook no say TikTok na enti TikTok YouTube ene e ba na yafa na mo hwe so ma dia se enti no sa na tie nipa na dia na adwen no sa na adwen no ntumi nya ho we o sa ono ne nkwase adwem sa na ogidie umi enti o
say oh sir about 17 as ma say no na ye stress zanka yama obia enti se ma enja lumba ho 17 years no I think I say me sha see no me call platform bi so ama yesi me ya see ndru ho no na me kasa asem we me busuafo ni nua no mu nyina me nko na me akosi asewa ama da na fi onom de aka me otu kro aka me to ye huru me yankasa obo me ka say anka si anka nyame adom anka a friend is saying ohini ni oyini ni ma me hu say otama akosi asewa echi na me ka say asem we on say ka say ye kon educational level any a friend is saying yeah ye tutu kwan ka Canada na any ye okwantwa enya really case no case we Ghana asem
na da bi o
te ka me ka say anka lady ba bi ene mo amo ben ma no come on shaga and ma or a friend is saying Adwa Rasta anasa ohini ni ba ko enye mo ba ko interview na me ma me follow mo dwom no because right now me aunties mu nyina sema ko pe no mo kan na waja be ma 17 years waja be ma 17 years eno kwani adia anka isa de ne ko so anka be me anka mu ba ko krampa ti mehu ohini ni krampa na makmo de masma to nenum se wo se no on fa mo platform mamo na ma wen je pa no 17 years ana me sure mo o ma I say o ma yo ma dwene say o more fat mo nye careful obi approach mo because the last time the way fear stress nigga why you ready pass obema obi be twan mama ya contribution ama no but choma mo kai wo mu no mo money da o that side pa ono de ono nta bo cho o twa ba o mi aba pa wansa na wetimi aba Ghana no e da nim
hold on oh fear is like okay
o say obema obi aba be kase onim that lumba wo no bi pa na wa charge because they say iga say bi bia be contribute no na ne pa na jiska na kwa kodi timiswe wo bi approach mo with information about
na ni pa no kwa eni pa no wo wawie mu se pa
na ma entertain no
ma mi ne do pa de na wo say
me da mas Pacho met me ma for you for no na be kan
Pacho that was very right.
Pacho
Jace mom meeting me. Oh, me beside Jumana said.
Bibi ka say
Jumana na me be say me bisa say. Is there a way ye betimi ama judge no? Omaji the position e free no say. Consider the ethical mistakes and the poor job she did.
I mean, you know my distaste for the judge, so I want to qualify my response before I speak. So this is not me. This is not me in any way justifying and not wanting that to happen. But you know, within the law, it allows for judges to make errors, and that's the reason why you have a appeal process. So essentially, unless we have solid evidence that she took bribe, for example, videos, pictures, messages, that she's done something to bring the profession to disrepute, then the only argument we have is that she made poor judgment of facts and poor judgment of law.
17 don't have
or a procedural irregularity in the way in which she handled the case. Me
alika krami munti ama meboa tio say 17 years old and 17 years old mami lono na mami bluff your wiwi
Sadi and Pacho mute way. So on the procedural error
me bo 17 years old wa ma me hwe no 7 years old wa ma me hwe no enipa no wawu ana me bo amedofo pa wawu and they say dear biom na me say dear me mama Many beje hu ne say. Oh say ni properties ni nyina e ba abontie no. Efa oni lumba din e wo so. Maame ne nsa beka na dwapade. De wa wudi e wa wuko. Se mama behwe mama by 70 years behwe no. Se wa ama. Sa na o maka. De ato ni trim ato. Ena no na enkonwa ni lumba ma. Enti no ye eno kwa da wo so mutugu baby. Na say you focus on with court issue na mama ekono. Na bibia ye kama. Mati ase. Na se oba 70 wa ma enti die. Na se wo so no oba neti. Enye no no odobro ni neti nti wa mehwe ne kura enti die. Ena hwan na soli free ni fie. Enye lumba na soli free wonu ni fie. Se nya maame na soli free o ma wali fie. Lumba na soli wonti ye hema. Lumba na free fie. Enti we no misi ni power ya na adwe you go chiremu taya. O mu akora onsoso o mu onyini. Di ato ni trim no na ato ni trim. So what you say? Ye Ghana for say Ghana dudu ana nkasa nyi maame ni ni ya. Enkoko Ghana nke nipa we mesia na airport da. What you say? Miti kura ya me ya mayele me ho kasa salo. Mi enti o.
Evidence this shows say another woman still what kind of self-respect, self-esteem. I only Ghana. Na benya nkofo omo papa be se omo mama de omo bo pom and as bi na esi me nim omo timi gina ho kutukutukutu do be kasa sa me nim momenti ase.
O say
later on I be catch me say oh you know we mo bo pan we wo 6 am bo na meti ase. Say obet no ka say na ye na responsible who you ba. Until you're a responsible woman, bang, what kind of a responsible woman from a good home? And I could tally, I could cry home. What kind of? What kind of response? Me, I am free. Your woman, me, papa, and my mommy, and I yet from a good home. Your woman for a good home, no. Me catch her. There's no way. I mean, mommy be ebe pneso, me papa be pneso, me nia by my be pneso. No way, because we are all educated from a good home. And to me, only people will
trying to explain. I think you said they've made their side empty.
Request baby or auntie yes
you can't even deal with these people. Let's leave them because it's just disgusting.
Let me make a submission. Queen, may prepare for the Andra because Andra was on a certain platform then. Now me see like I was me bizarre questions because I want to find answers to certain questions. I can say about them, and then me bizarre questions. No, I learned there were 6 documents. And was a free man hoko a be attached to the let's say 5 documents a be attached to the marriage certificate na man are valid. And this 5 documents no could do pay the judgment.
But you hold it the messenger. We are not addressing anything concerning court proceedings. Let me say over late. See, we are not addressing anything concerning court proceedings. You know, no, you best keep it hot. What time I know? Yes,
we are just trying to play safe now.
Okay. If that's the case, then that's fine because I was very worried. Well, sorry, when I'm maybe probably after here now, I will DM Queen directly. Then there's issues maybe I may present my home or no very master because I learned a lot from there. I will now maybe some questions. Maybe maybe some no very man problem. Makes me a channel now you're on the way forward. And see,
but I understand I'm academic power.
I'm Queen directly so that maybe I will get your contact and then we talk for them because me said that between much strategic questions and then they were giving me the answers. They were getting annoying, but they didn't know. So I want something to do something. So that is it. And then from everything going on, I had to say, me can say, although Bruni, they knew this was coming. I had to say, they perceive it. They knew what was coming. And to almost put 2 things in place. We say, these are the steps. Like almost strategizing how it's going to be. And I say, every move you make,
omo wanu ye that nya afi na omo kwatena se ti se afi na ye bi ama omo ka se ye ni say no. They've strategized it from beginning because on what when you say a day is coming here. She's going to face this. Until I started boa the what to her for this. Until any easy battle na. Yeah, because from how I mean, besides questions, answers, never no. We have a long way to go. And then
Gifty,
last time, you know.
Gifty, how are you?
Me no more battle, yeah. Emma, me who say, your friend is a ma, according to be to say the most my main color way, no. But ma, a copy of said ma ba Ghana. It's the be a make us a more platform, no. Said will be suggested. Mama, yen tons information is or buy it. Or by this time, she stayed here. Or by say because it is status when you say or buy it. Say judgment in the PM say mama ba Ghana and then one back or back or say 4 times or 5 times according to the judgment that came. My fighter my be bradia to Mr. Wa any 17 years not to Kumasi John for maybe numtrim. Who said Ghana for the about our yes man a very emotional or bad and we tell Kuno and I went to Kunakota baby and we tell Kunakota baby 17 years now I'm not a agenda or moton and now when you say Ghana for the they don't joke, especially my main penny for they don't joke with marriage. What now we tell
sister. Mami ba Ghana nipa epuwa di neti.
And then I say I am from Wadune. And then I tom penny for bitim, I tom mammy for bitim no almost so can be way true. And then 2 says, so more play the next agenda. I don't know how we're going to decode that agenda. Or pursue 2 double in the market and getting the free fee or pursue what and then we see more drinks, or pursue 2 double in the market and getting free fee and then and also one Tom for being
Mabel.
And then they are playing victims.
Na me ba aya na men viewers ni biase eyentokwa na muku eyentokwa me mpesa mekoso eyentokwa na muku entinu other side na ikade ebeto ni patrimo enti munso mu ba munso munya mudio na mu de amuba de omu kana muko mu be complain wa wujidi se wa wunim se anya no kwese anya no kore enti nka mi ba o enti nka prince la side no ngo omunye di eye kiss no obegbagu o wa upe no wagie di wa upe na unyini enti munyan na wa mo se mukohwe wa mo yede me unya mi free platform so se be ko free platform so a wa block mi kra na mi kodi na tem anase ebi ana mi ko pay screen recording e dey abeye me analysis asa me nko afia so life so kra de me nko obi da me nko afia so life so nko tie we enti mu a mo so mo do ma mi mu ko na mo ko tie na mo asaba omo sei ende se omo nyande entokwa na mu ka se entokwa ketwa na ye kuno enti 2% ka prince la side no free abodan fo na nimu sine ye na nimu fi we bet na waka sam na mugidi na makoma etia. It's up to you guys. Adentina kuti free abeka sam amo akoma abeti wakoma ati ato ye mama tina kwa gonya yale ya free etina Facebook onka no ye hwe ni Facebook apro ni video mo eno adwa na beta TikTok uncle na tina pe na apro ni video so wow enti no munya na almost there oh
but upeni no de bia otasia magasa muni mu leader no gang leader no bodam for free osan so suma nkrofo mo ba na no ba ko ba hanum se ofrosoro wie no ko me ko ho yema obi attention nya ready say be ma ba be say information na mo dia ko mun nya bibia mo be confused people say mo be crack mo brain mo dia ko
we are fast
because yenka fans wa bonte mamonte mo tricks na mo play ni na yerimni na mo pa mo kofa notes emetra bonte mo pe kra mo kofa whole book chapter Bufria, Mubia, no Mubia, and fire.
Me request here, me rest over for me. Come me call say.
From it about it.
Oh, what day?
It is. From it about here, come on, Monty. Any man say, Mammy. I could just say, wow. The first female producer. Our producer, Daddy Lumba, Charles Kojo Fosu. Only new crew, Omo in Jawari. And a dear, what's not Germany, a journey crew for 17 years.
And one who can queen, Namisla
Lumba, Oba Ghana 2013, and a movie, Obetina Ghana. Oba Ghana, so say, Oba be promoting because Obian himself, what's your bruchena, we and Yuma, and co. And see, on the area, Papa B, Akosia say, why? Bracket, Eka Manetia, CSA. Me continue Ghana, Mako promoting. Said the bear, ye dachi, ebeti me, akoyi, and not see and see, and a better Ghana. Na, ye papa and a year kai, Mamma Koshia say, wa papabi. Emma need your auntie as ye say, Meba, also, a yano wapa. Onen colanumra, a beba. And see, Mamma Koshia say, wa, onen colanomo Ghana. 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018. The last time I called Ghana was 2021. Yeah? In Sinya dia, Yama Meakusia Sewa, now Uncle Ghana. Miss Remo. Screen recorded Semoaha, Monfa. Yama me COVID nearby, and I'm Mamma 2020 in Uncle Ghana. 2021 or Ghana 2018 or Ghana for any mammy and no and or finding out say Priscilla no Atadua Atabruni Ata Priscilla or de your papa a chimpanano Nanko no Nankuni or Ghana 2018 or Koyano Sa girl no Ata Priscilla no or Baby CC dem Emma Marco say, as about one and old in the pepe. Or ye, Driane, Emma, Emma, Manity, or ye, them, or see, any them or bedim, Emma. It's ye, mammy, put not on your way. Say, papa, any Priscilla a champion, no name. Now, of course, you know who said Priscilla was heavy pregnant on you. Yama me po say na de ntina abaye a wosu ye osu wi onyem na wo ma no break na onkonko tena fi enhwe ne ho na tabro ni no Priscilla no e ka say oh you okay opeso ye adwuma na ye papa ye ma me o insist say nkonko and quotes in a fee uncle. Your papa casu, or the nanutum so, my name's Naya, and a man say, what's here say? And a cook massy. It's your cook massy, no, because Obani mammy ye. Obani mammy ye, it's your cook massy, no, and cause I started say, Eba say, it was say papa ba Accra Adeya. Only a girl no Priscilla no, and a him na Priscilla no, a war akan. Eno asem no etoya ma so. E no 1 year because na onimpo say, Daddy Lumba, papa, only Priscilla no, mpena and like. Only nimpo and a him, Debbie. Not on him. In see a mammy, at all so I a day. Or quackra, or coyero. That was the time or troy ye say, when you say, papa, ye day, HET on her, insinu. On my review. Until your cat say, on my review. And I, papa, Eka say, and ye no cre say, or deny your crampo. Inti argument no cause one mpenimfo be mu asemu adasefo wu. And I papa ebe admit say no cresa on girl na nyim na emum no. Ode no ewo keke. Onware no opema ne ma no miensa no isuama no nti opema ni bia ka no. And I am a say on tiasi uja ya ware. Hey, Monji sa boss lady in free why? Una unim no cre call platform so na kona koka. Di tie nyansa sem di tie no cre. Enti omu pa ye mami a cho na wampene no. Papa say onja ye mami aware no onja ne ne no onja ne china. If you say unimbra ye mami akosua se wa papa bi wa bre no ho. And all this while no so no. Onim say ye mami akosua se wa ena aboa no wagigi sika loan ni ade ade amano in his career ono no wa produce no wa ye bibia inti na say eni say oja ye mami maniko. Inti this is the reason in here papa wa ma say wa divorce wa man divorce because onim say oja oba kono fo oba papa bi oba onima ware oba otimi ye ware no man boa be ma oba be me bia as at that time na be me bia wish ne sen ko binya na ware no awo no wenya na ware no onja no manenko nti wenja ya mame nti ya mame ba osan ba Ghana that was 2019 oba Ghana 2021 ma oba you know because oba Ghana no wankotena fi ho 2021 back because of COVID-19 no aba. Nti ye mame wan magana. 2021 and oba ya okoko share Makati Hill. Omu hu say ye mame abagana no okope na kunu.
Kunu na ba.
Ye say try no pam no. Mame ntina me baby. Na me nhwe me ma. Because as that the age you know owuja ne ma bebre. Inti onye den
akosia no na watro no
sa Priscilla nechi no ma meku like your ma meku no meji ne nkwa emfri nsem inti ye mame o decide ye say oh magana that is the reason inti wa magana na nye say bia watena abrochire 17 years na wankasa like musa mo say obi a wono wo say ye papa atsena eti Ghana ma say wati abroche 17 years e ba ne sen ena alodia ema papa say omenye program e wo UK na omoko UK that time na Aisha Modi aka say we waka ka I think say mumu ebri no mate. They try the picture here. They go obi on in the year 17 years no. Okay, try the picture. E de koko man na ma say one picture na. O confront papa o jai program na o yini na eba Germany eba ne yere ne ma ho. Number 2, mumu say obi a on in the year jai eba ne say na anecdote.
But mo like it mama why? Mo like it
Obeka say me yere mene me yira akosua se wa enetie akosua se wa pe ene ye me yire mene ne wo ma that time no one oprega benten Priscilla no one na wo ma wo enso so wan kase ebia ne ma eye 7 anaso mo ye 8 wan fa Priscilla ne ma no anka ho busa ho say adentia because on fa ne yira akosua se wa ensi form oni ne yira akosua se wa enho agro ono no ye oba papa aye ware no na musa mo say adensu ntina ye papa daddy lumba sign car say me yira akosua se wa mati sika ware no onye mesada ye say wa poison me na me yira akosua se wa onye mesada na obi onye ne yiri a oni ne jai 17 years About the saying that the 61 birthday and the 60th birthday. Obejina platform so nipa dodoɔ anim nipa dɔm anim na wa announce say me yira kosua sɛ wa ama wa no onyɛ me sada obi kasa na so ɔde da so a musa mo sɛ na nipa no ba kyerɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ wo sɛ adeɛ no ɛnyɛ no korɛ na ɛntimi nyɛ no korɛ so da Meyere akosua se wa maware no. Meyere akosua se wa maware no. You guys should know, say, the woman is special. And she's the only wife. Nenim eni nechi. Obi aniho. She's the only wife. We mono. Adi awomu yeni na ye frakadam. Adi awomu yeni na ye krono. Adi awomu yeni na ye tro. Woman who say, need any chance. Woman who say, shisha muno. Sa Priscilla no. There is nothing our bar papa brabum. Obeye. Ono awa me konsio, ono awa me koja, ono awa me do, ono awa me pam. Ode ne sabe she ne dem rifem. And obeye baby mama. Obe produce Emma. Obe woye. Inti bisremo mu ka asem na mu fa no kure no ntu baby no kure ne da muma at least Ghana for muma yen ka no kure kakra muma yenya tima ade amuye wo ho she no me ena moji ama mo nana nka so mo ne mo mane se mo generation no me na moji ama wo Mami akosua se waba Ghana. Wendy, thank you. Mami akosua se waba Ghana. 2021, they wanted to kill her. No one say, omu yini free ho. Na se yenya mia odoma se wa, o protect ma se wa. Enanka, omu bia no kumu no free wi asea. Akene, Daddy Lumba wuye no. Sa encha to so na omu de to no so say. Ya poison no anka edaho komo beka sa anka Daddy Lumba anka o ma mekle na so nyankopon a de bia o ka se obeyiye obetu ye pon e wo ya tanfo anim no onsa nyame no o jiye mame no kre o ma Daddy Lumba nankasa ebe jina ni padudu enim ede uko social media yiso YouTube yiso baby bia obe hu say asem no kore no eda ho and you people know the truth. Hey Priscilla Nkrofo Priscilla echi taifo munim no kore no nti adenti na mu refuse say obe fa no kore na mbe ka no kore no e ma mi akosu say won ani mrade onu ano ye ni japade wo say enkwala no doso even cry dia papa no ko wo ye kra wa accept ya ji wo mu e hwe wo mu a edien eno no wo pre opese obi a nya bie ejapade e wo ho no opese o mo obi a bi enkwala ni nyina opese o make sure say enkwala ni nyina obi a nya bi ayawe lawyer.
Afo, when I call you.
And Mammy Casana means see Laminko. Your friend is saying, Mr. Lady Biba, so. But before then, the Jace Mom, I only Queen Casa. Once at this point, no, and go for Bebre, Eba as well wishes. And I said the young young
only get uncle, be a sending message rather than to know. I saw a message, but for a Yama Queen.
Another 10 years, now Obi Casse, MSI, another agenda and California Casse, my mini baby 2 girl, meaning the money if you feel them. Now, then, you need your non-fancy home. Sir, on my agenda, need any idea you can code the code. Already, no more money.
So we are betting the decode to say that the Lumba SC 8-bedroom or Tabora Lajima. Exactly. Say, I'm dying 8-bedroom, and you're 5-bedroom or 8-bedroom.
Said that the Lumba cry in CBA Mamma, Madam, me for chronocophobia, dear, by force, so I won't see and punch you. And no day, a bedgy, and no day, medical, dear, no dear. Ye bedgy. And he said, Montan, call 7, Emma about coffee with you, and I said, I'll Oboka, sa buy wakama kama, until you got now my boat or ret or 7. Abara. And he said, no, now, fee say ye beja, obini die, obini free, obini sweat amount. All in the name, so one would ya, and I would that down. Yes, it the old breno, or no di, and you will come do when you were bushy and for. More 12 film kills, Marco to now obi bremo. For myself free or so. Just not make call.
Permit me, I can start quickly, Messi for.
So, do cheese a better watch. Maninka, we are no Casawati, Patrawati. MPP Patramesi, why?
Come on, make sure she be our platform, sir. And I pay the Amia me Babeka be different now. I say, me listening to Emma, no, my dream process, Samiti Crimea. Me for said team legal wise, we've got a case. Internet, there's no point to say a bit debanking, Anna, a bit decode or follow any agenda case or whatever. The thing is, the lady is legally married, and Nawari is ordinance. It's ordinance, and it's only in the law court. And no mobile me, I can't say anything, valid or not. Intino before say no crap there and shed on your big case. Ghana nana corruption honum because nanke a hanum baby nanka wa taking illegal rights long time ago. But in all, no, we just have to pray, saying all court appeal, everything will work for her good. Now on Timmy attaining illegal rights. Because when she gets her legal rights now, all other things will fall into place. I said, now easily gone down more, so you bet to know, so bad then you. I think say no crowd here for now, no. What really matters now is for her to get her legal right as the only surviving wife of Lumba. And that is all. Intimidate anopa way, me suggestion kakrani say anki ebeti mia. Say yen na ya wo your platform, so your individual platform. Yen trying yen play. Omo audio, omo video now, omo exchange omo wedding rings, We should just try and make that video more popular and go viral more. Said the Uncle for who say indeed there was an ordinance marriage, and if an ordinance marriage exists in Sunsua, no other marriage can come and be attached to it. And no crap there. Say and your main focus is to be on the ordinance marriage, popularize it, make sure saying a tongue crop what you say Lumba no, and yes, or be worry biya keke, or be worry ordinance marriage. Aside all the other marriages now, no, he chose to go under the ordinance marriage. And so case they should bring something to prove saying that marriage is nullified. Not for Obianwontono, because it's only when they are able to provide a divorce document and you don't now then we step into the customary and do whatever is necessary. And to say and me the platform should be used to project that marriage, ordinance marriage now it went on between the two of them. And no more no me force and no boy. So there or court ni appeal ni for the second time now or benya justice na ye ho to ye medamase.
See that's a power mommy. You don't want to what?
Cheers, Mama, famous me akasa.
Oh, the what Josephine, what akasa? We are not Josephine about.
Good afternoon, Bia. I hope so, Bia. Queen, I mean, sure, I need you, my pa, oh, yeah. One more platform now, more supporting Queen Nina, so I mean, sure, will be at this point, the American say, I think, say,
legal wives here PR. The entire American son say, Obekoha, Brakoti be different, Obaha, Obabati be different. But you say, Obia free if you know, but Assem so the air back pay. And she said, Yenina said, Assem way I should send Obia si Canady. And she said, Assem back, Nanka, Pennyphone Moody Munasenko, Mushia or back door. Nanka, or moving pin, okay, Assem win a board. Because as from behind a star or the back social media and so. It is almost been more backyard, that's almost the brain, and no moment be better. And I'm Pamacho, Mr. McQueen. I say, Simon Tamo, Mr. Ya, most of your backdoor map and my because a Camilla is so the other partner. They have a solid PR system amongst them, or more coordinate ye into a bois. Ye hano ubana we are Canadian, Kohano we are Canadian, Mr. Mo, ya a legal wise for a cheap platform. No. Many dear Mr. we got a job from. Uko baby, Nasa Oko Quati baby, and fem free for Ukompo Kranas or Quati could be once and more. And fem free, sir, baby, I would say no conco, the Paconis will make a platform ways to say no more count, make or how. The old course, the old say, you know, and then I was all concentrating away. Secondly, so Sanya Lady Back on the cast, I am promoting mommy. Any papa on wedding videos a beboa say you be concentrating na ya promote won ye pa now the one na adwene say ontie that person you can't force that person so also tie but ebi mu ho nso a o ma ya adante mo ti story na you start ya me nkofo bi amaka story na mo anka so say eh sesa na asem ne tie ama say no monya adwen sachra ababeka yeah, and to say, Uka, your boss, eh, they are blue or wa, or better said, yeah, can yansa a day, a womb. I think so, or what my imagine say, who worry under ordinance, worry under ordinance, and for what you won't for divorce certificate in Mra, yan divorce certificate, no. Because baby, Mammy Mess, Mammy Remukakra, why? After you. Mammy Claire, you are okay. I'm the comment section. Go for be George or say tantra. Pacho tantra no papa fee. A honum 2021 ma say what bag Ghana no. Uncle Tinaho. I will show me making it clear. Uncle Tinaho. Okotina Makati Hill. As no tantra hill and as soon Makati Hill. Papa Cho. Okotina Tantra Hill, sorry, Makati Hill, because not Tantra Hill, one no. Girl, ne bush your phone at your wafa. Pamucho. Tantra Hill, no. A girl, no, Priscilla, no, ne bush your phone, Omaji feel wafa. Enti, Massa wabai one coho, because when you're problematic, when you're opioid or your problem person. Enti, Okotina. Makati Hill, na omobo modia ekwo wanko mukokum timi chiro ena me senso aye bibi clear e wa hanum si Mr. Mo girl Priscilla no isle gonfio nye ho na no otie enye ho na no otie after COVID no eba na etwem no e no kokot na isle confio nti okot na afie ho no hu se efie ho no se de etie no e no bo ne ho atrase na before COVID no na baby otie one nkola no ene ne maame mu nyina no mo tantra hill pamocho nani brother eti domi ena ono omo ati tantra hill aboso nti ye maame obaye no wanko tantra hill pamocho ena wanko Mr. Mo umaye make things clear no be true as you say me ba chokoi inja okwanako lies kona onu wegusu yankonkoda enti we ba woncho bebre
Bro, girl, no, or your bronsam, Ankasa, or your bronsam. Your mammy buy one coffee in the chin. Our cocots and baby are no dream. Not almost quack pen, ecum. And no decide, say, chap no pam no, or backra, or Matthew, and on ma crampo, obey. Said you couldn't a pepper or numra, because of fewer, normally no, I have no more say. I haven't say, and no more say. And now, Niku Castle got Nagana. Say Nuku got Nagana. On bit me a Kogana, Niku bit me a bar. Eh, Norma. Ye can't. And come with you. Kajemini any walk. And yet, Ghana. Pamocho.
Why? But I'm person is so big because of Kit Webiso. No, I'm also Priscilla at Abna at Anquine. Person with some seven. The young house is Kitway in India. You perceive going into details and no, and yeah, necessary. It's not my house. But listen, let me tell you something. Don't come closer, Mumba. Metia said. I didn't know I am Musa Priscilla say. I didn't know, Nanny Brad dear, and no, the among go, market women, I'm good your way. Then some money we have to try here, Muti. Or being in Kunai sit dying and die, yet die back, you. When she comes out, no, then I'm go for fee. Who market woman, I would take your way, and I would take Boncos, I would hear me. See the American. Say a woo, and I'm going to see die back. Come on, this time, come on, Mantina. Boom, say, you go, so my way one Casada. And this is the Eddie, a Dana, what a boy, and I'm a high. Nini Abema Ajiba, who Timon, Nini, and my Edegum. Now, on the source of East Level, are they? Who are they? Are they? Who go on Nipa? What person are they? Mamma, no, this is very more sensitive. As can we not?
But I met me a casa, mess me a casa,
when you case, you last in
Makasi, Casa,
Miss Raupa. Obia befrel, Obia unim so no crampo ye and team legal wife, I wouldn't ni pa befrel concerning an ongoing case. So men country na unimuchobia because a bimam yomu informant among us. A bimwa yomu informant, they just want to know what is going through. Mr. Mawanunya do no matter what. Your best friend wouldn't so you put a very, very close crowd. What you know, don't say it. Because they see an man who said they are screaming certain things about you to twist set. Amudi you are a friend is saying, build your moon. Amudi will num casa. We would do platform. I say Queen Sisse. Mr. Near Costubiano makes slow. Nyawunim, yeah, Yanka, but men campo. Men come, Mobia Fanadji. And your bay, Mr. Pa. No matter what, who are him so you're closer to whom you are now so mamimpo. Membership soon children me and cranny, me training your papa. Mr. That is what I wanted to tell you. Because they just want to know what is going on. And they are beating up around the bush and they've sent people say, oh, Koka said, Mawesu said, to push you to say something. To say what
I won't say it's a Grammy, men how. Media. Yeah, minimum to do. I just said your Omobana, Omobe Pipe to Jenuna, Omi.
Yeah, we should rather share wedding, so people listening, I can't say, Ma was in Ghana this time, no. So that means they were still married. And there was communication between them. That is what we should rather focus on.
Yeah.
Not the God.
Papa Babe Uno, on the market side 3 days before.
I know I shall modi very well. I shall be to my question. Atenya Tarie. Mini I shall minimize Mufie. Mini I shall wouldn't my shall be found so in Elsana. Yani I shall not bronze house. When I shall say something wrong, and yentro. When Aisha Modi say something, and yentro, what Aisha said about Opriga, everything is true.
Once I shall go adequate mudini nyama. It's true. And I attack na ya mama no. Meka sini pise. Opriga niano oni mhubi. Omu we man no mu say mami we nemi like she's so loose like oyemre. Omu say one pekasa exactly. So me pacho say see the young project said ma was communicating with the husband. Ma wasn't happy say ni kunu ewu. But anything on to mean chichirenu. But that doesn't mean say Ojani free na wariasi. That is the most important thing we should do. Don't forget about the ongoing court case. And with the lawyer for you, that is not our business. Because ISS and they twist what we say on the platform and they build on that to counterpart. And say, sweetheart, me ko ejuma nti kakra me di ma wo no eno niye. Me da se no ejuma pa wo ye.
Me da se pa kasi. E was your for this remo share obi frostro ha. No be bu say bibia. Amu fi no. Because they are confused people. And yama omode to abontin way na. Enyo no kre. They don't know. Omu pe so omu hu de ekoso. But omu yen kan kire wo mu. They will know. I'm not for them, but I'm use I'm trickish with a young cabby guy. Moo. And then move up, papa. Yes, mom. For carnival.
Just with Patrick Kasawai.
Ye Mr. Mo go back to 17 years. Almost a ma, it is a thing for the past 17 years. Okay, Mr. Mo, and answer for our platform is so. Mr. Mo, that you 2025. 2025, no more say ma deserted daddy in 17 years. Yente 17 years every 2025. Yeah, back dating na yeah, I could do say 208. Maybe one. 8208. 8208. And a ma, almost from just 17 years ago in 208. Ma, a deserted that the lumba. And see, one in the Jawari, one fino. Na 208 under the lumba yare ya near El Prega Betty in the Tubidi. Okay, and to say, my question is in 208 and Prega Cotete, that lumba Tubini, Ewo Germany, one I say, or Betty in the Tubini, Ewo Ghana, time our name, ever Ghana, now almost Ako Germany, and or Betty in the Tubiniana. In 208, Yenina, one for baby, wa broche for crown wale ya unim se uknu, eko Ghana, to a holidays or uncle Chimpana mewa. Most of memano, ye mema 100, a move 70% dear. Omuko fia, Omukotine woman kakra. And 208, no. Oprega, that the lumba. Yanti say, okay, we be share Oprega with 208 because we be born yom atama Mrs. Dom in 208. And yom no, or be record or be born or record any wabrochire. And atama modi atama Mrs. Dom shemu yati ase wa be di ne duane. Enti that the lumba bani nyina na wo pampas. And at 208, no, they buy no pregadine that you better in Tubini or Germany. And was out at 2 and I better in Tubini or Ghana, 209. And I was I called Germany 209. I was I caught it in Tubini or Germany to a pregadine diaconia bow whom I say, who never put it in Tubini in the sack or pen time 2013. That Lumba catch a man, say, say, or per se. Or be a project in here because who's a Ghana music no quite chilling to a day. Emudia him, Mr. Momosa Mecheche. Says was a more persistent now, Mujina 17 years, Lydia, and then your prega 17 years, no, a bet ending in 2027. And when I'm accurate 17 years or teaching it to be because they say more cast or teaching it to be 2025, you know. Next, a new 17 years, and say that the lumber when you're to say what pregas ye mass in a year, or that's what they say that lumber to be as at now. It's in Yamebo 2027 or better to be in a way, yes, sir. Nasari correct mass. As a moyen is I say they are bonbon. And I say, young train, Mr. Motim legal wife for. They say 17 years, I dare to mommy and train 2027. Yes, that's your conto, because in the corner, you're going to call Nipper, that's what it's in to be. Yes, she are going to come by this time, say, 17 years. I dare some other abona. One abon. Motivate ni pastor. They say Ghana first na Mr. Mo. First na man phone for man go school na ntine ni pen ni mo ade. They say baby dey o mo man go school ntine pen ni mo ade. It is a mo be cancer mo a abonfo ni sha enyansafo na dot say wo Ghana o man ni mu. Eja mo nka ni ye ni enti ase. Enti Mr. Me ma me mo a mo odwom. Any more motifie no. Mr. Mo se mo tie mi a.
Just wait. Pacho.
Mame.
The professor my screen record it is very pity. Never right. Never time to be like.
We are doing the work. Don't worry.
Okay, me Pacho, Josephine. Pacho calculation. My calculation. Started from right now. Okay. Spirit God has who was you.
Mate, and you're not near the four. Mr. Moyen go back to 2017. Time one that the Lumba, as for about Ghana and the Yirijani, Emma or Pregan a Besha and Titini to be 17 years. Meboa. Modia Yatia Sia or Pregaya, dear or Tete that Lumba to be 17 years. Yatia Sia. Mr. Mommy and your master and your back date is say that Lumba 2025. It would 17 years if free 2025. My Becca could do 208. It is a media mentias and say it is 17 years no prega to tea that Lumba to Binino or to free 208 in another Lumba Nema. Eba Ghana no na ya no masa akwa brochire back no ma Ghana no ma ko Germany to prega oni man that Lumba ba Ghana no prega ko titini tubini na fe no prega di na chi aba Germany 208 no ma ba titini tubini 209 wo sa ba no titini tubini 209 na ma ko Germany santi wo prega di a chire hunhum tete papa yi tubini ko back and forth na se no ka omo hu a woman in the Germany quantity 2 billion. I say, a passy at TSA. I don't go down chain. Oh, the NTS 208, not that Lumben ni mo prega. Oh, I am pa because or born in your Atama Mississippi Domin or born in 208 meboa. It is Jamia Dom, or born in 208. 81 nimno. 8208 no nimno. Ness and no Gusutini 2 billion Kobasa in and out, sir. Copin Tama Daddy Lumba 2013. Oya na adwen se ne sadia oba betena Ghana na afe na man so atena ona se yi waye we omo nyina atena wonya sa etina so ogusu titi ni tubini na okay yate ase se oprega da se tutu ni tubini ne dia ene na me pese mi busa mo se se me se mi busa mo se 2025 na Daddy Lumba wu ye no na mo 17 years na say yeah 17 years na to me say by now that Lumba wu go prega that to ni tubini na to 2027 because say 2025 that Lumba wu yeah 2 years e kura free the next 15 years say mo 17 years ya dia to and the say yeah 17 years na to mu dia. And then it's what prega guso titini tubini into obewu 2027 to kona ye kon say because that the Lumba kura ni prega ware 2010
I want to start teaching it to me. 2010, 17 years, because 2010, who I cry. And no cry as I 2027. And this is it, to quite in legal wise. Yeah, Kuya, Nipper, that's what it's in the to me. And here I couldn't say, Miss Ramon. Monkona Monsamre Beam. Any pan one in the tier 209, or that's one in the tier. 208 on any net, 209 on any net, 210 on any net, 211 on any net, 12, 13. And was one movie about Ghana. Most of my team back date here by bedroom 208 is on any natty, what it's in to be 17 years. 18 years were better to Germany, Hana. You must say Germany, a buy say, now Priscilla be bar or better to that lumber to be our my few one, and a man and kind of country. I don't know what to say. Na they say Ghana no mama nkyeramo first no na Ghana na ebinum ko school say bebre de omo ma ko school ebinum ni wade a nyansa group nipa bebre tirim enti say mo ka asem anyansa fo na ewom no de omo tena se no omo ye math na it doesn't add up enti mo kona mo samre biem na mo ha adwen 2014 that the lumbo be cha in kwale o prega in that lumba picture come ma hu ye no that the lumba say nyampa da
but you was a already part na 10 years in 2010 no more wale nti mo wale ni na to tin to be or no about ka
mo wale ni na what it in to be na say Sametiasia 2010 na no mo wale ni na that lumba that so bo pampas or prega that to be adai Adana moyasa mo kan someone some na mo kan ensisi so ba Ghana nam say bino mo sabio asam ni to mo tiri mo ano mo ate ma me no mo dwo mo fuwe mesra mo Ghana omo see that lumba wale in 2010 say omo see what it in to be 17 years am so mo 17 years ma mo calculate here 28 or 208 82 so na that the lumba e won na yere nchen ma me mo mesra mo 209 no won na yere nchen 210 no won na yere nchen 211 12 13 and san wo ba Ghana nti ma mesra mo se mo dia to mo 17 years the any that lumba onwu and na me catch I put it to you all say that the lumba that so tia se that so e prega that so titi no tubni wo Islegon so some be dia to say that lumba wudi a ene na nsam no mo ka no mo boa enye 17 years that the lumba na video wa obeye ye kire say o so yale da ho 2 years empo sa 2 years no kura no da ho no da hospital no na fie and he was being taking care no more taking care of ne ho no more shano e wo hospital ho enye fie anani nua Faustina mo musa Faustina mo mfansuo ene nsan ne ehwo ahwan nkohia ma Faustina be di adanse se no hwe ni nua be ma no wo hospital okọ ehwo ntimi kura nkoda ho etu okọ sra no no asaba ti ye ma me nom ye ti sa mo kanse mi sa na ya because ye ma me nom nom ye sra mo ansam na wo mo di nka be kan na nyampa after 2014 so that the lumba oni wo prega ko UK akwakobo show enipa bebre di adanse se obi twa ne mfonyini koma ye ma me Fred that lumba ma that lumba dimika echo back to Germany ye ma me no that lumba di se enyampa da se woni ge ne kura wo anaso woni nanyim anasa kura ne dia that the lumba di se ka kire ne yire se enyampa obi na peso se ni din eno o ma ye ne sa no ntimi ni akura ne na eti ma me so be di till 2018 ma me ba ya o prege be siesie mpa so ma na na fudo che bo na
gift me pesa ye tie nti na ma ye di no
wa ni mo wo sa anyem no na sa samu aka kire me sa anya ampa no na sa ya ampa me na wo twa me ntoro enu mu ne ma me did a letter of one ne ba ya say o pese oja wale so ni kunu yi se da onya ne nya ne kira de ntia ena mu hwe de atwa gu na ma me no be ma no onim pe be ma bie no onim ne yire onim se ne yire no favor bi da ne so ase ne yire no kura jampa ye boma na bibi be ye no enu nti na wa nya mpa ye wa nya ne yire no asa 3 days before that the lumbe be won ne yire ne kasai ye ma me mo munya abote na da ma mi we obe bie na no no ahwe kra ga no na wa mu nsansuo ma ne no mu da na nso ma me nam so wa badda ye nti no onu kra wade nani na hwe no se ye mumu bia Ebia nka mo atwetwetwe nkrante de akofie okra kotwetwe omani so. Enti yesremo ensem a omo ka no mo ti a mo nsi omo hu mo musa omo questions. Question ya me bu say enti akora no wadi say ne Ghana card omo ya editing. Ewo so mo musa akora enti no wadi say e no ne papa no ebe ware ye anaso ne papa ne betena ase ne ba no court omo court omo say ne ba no ye wo no 2011 say omo asa abasa ne ba no ye wo 2012 emu die na ya mpa ma me mo musa ni nyina sa questions no musa ni nyina amaye madam ase ayenka iwe no appeal
say yami sure wa do biam
ema appeal no so no time ana ensam ne wo court no ne ye adwen say yenka ho asem judge na asem na wo de abeto ho no a ntokuro dedam no say eno wabu eno awia no ye betimi afa no ne apensem mu na lawyers ntokuro na dedam no nyina no mo akire judge no ba bia ye fault because
no mami be team legal wife USA for ye pese ye kwaya ayi eno na me ni ti we kase ye kwaya protest wo
me no nam no kase
pacho dabi ayi be team legal US team legal wife USA for na me ni ti wa kan enra wo page so ye mo boy one na dem fa judge na judgment no because se sa nema say nyina wo ma we could shed light on it and let them know say pledge in your chofo or chancho.
Yes.
And after only fact and or judge as them no. And until we need to put light on it. Name United Nations 40. And then see there maybe they could come in because a judge in a church was not never when no only fact. That's what me too.
So the you request or to them and I'm sending it to me picking the party. Yes, no matter.
Me say Emma a free this week crack when I say you may be a barber salon because I said they may meet to class I am here. I fed you may barber because agenda now they say and I am position almost I Matia dear, almost I started a creative agenda and Babia after election no campaign. Omoboa. Muchu muta election ba na se you mukoye election na mukoyi aban a wonya Bible say kura ohina wosisu onya papa ne kuro na bo. Enti se muko to see ohine na ohine na nkosi no na nya papa.
Ashoya no maye.
Enti metu ne bu.
Josephine Akaseria, Monia and Tinti, and request the door.
Matia auntie.
Josephine, I Mammy, yeah, me Baba support. So why?
It's only wife. It's only wife.
Good morning. That's the same mommy opportunity our this global platform. So me issue a crab one say me say mama buy no I think say and the dust no anti-dusting whatever it is.
Aba request you aba.
On TV papa share no be say opaswa de ma kasa na papa share say it's too early for my kasa
Queen order man how home for me comment section me shade
no be sir papa she say ye be ye ni be no say be ye by different venue no support there so far as say body there Ghana dey on say you say to body SCB but me person papa she it as say the late Kwame Nkrumah, he was buried in Guinea 1972 April July no they started anybody in the back Ghana ABC on the Chrome yes July they said they said call back to Accra. So Nkrumah was buried 3 times, right? So if Nkrumah was buried 3 times, it's very possible that if number 2 can also be buried 2 times. So we say needs to find out if we can still have the body and do the funeral. If it's possible, so Papa she said on TV class say
we go to funeral
body no. As I will bury you because Guinea and Ghana said 3 months different. It wasn't the same Ghana. Even Ghana crap we 2 times. How much that the number? What I said, me too. Me little 2 cents and more was I issue no why the master.
His only wife, yeah, that's me. Pacho, Jamina talk. Jamina, Pacho, Kasa. His only wife, he basically.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Pinema. Good afternoon, everyone on the platform. Pacha, yeah, I'm a tight team, but usually I just stay down and, from the FYP and stuff like that. And I just wanted to add in my 2 cents on this issue. I'm based in the UK, and I just feel like, the real issue, no, and I've always had an issue with why till today we are still idealizing Daddy Lumba. I know, he was, very famous. He had a platform and all of that. But it's the man that has caused all of this. Papa no na why even the wife, like I try to put myself in Mama Crucia say, no, sir, right? Or Baboche, no, I think 20 years. I had no worry. And Obi the BM Mamia and Yanni, the Miss Miwa has said my Beko, Hana me Beko, Hana Mini, I'm not married yet. And I mean, all of these things are putting me off marriage completely, especially marriage to a Ghanaian man, because all we are hearing now, and it says, oh, cry, actually, like a whole baby brain. Into what are we doing about protecting women in Ghana? Because Papa no, waha mama Christian sewa, and I see a kind of prayer pounds, so waha odobroni, so because the girl was a child. She was a child. Then I just to say time on in the war on the unnecessary on any warrior. Not a odobroni or ya crying side and odobroni side honum no omon can be beyond for home. She was a child, so the one say I was saying you to me the nice from now you putting things in place really to protect women. But maybe I can say I have a non-for-profit in the UK. I tum for. So you tum ni now wa butcher. Na say no maybe you cross with you na say mboa. Met na ho ntwen ya mane nke chance. Because enya ka chire wi I say untumi ye ho bi. So say nipa na wasn't clean na di ani bre cross no so. Oni ho no bi emi ntumi fi ani bre cross no so. Mama say wan so like to me because Ghana honum corruption and so what are we going to do about it? Yeah, na ye fair chebano, and it was here who ye not yet. No, maybe we had no matter 2 years. And I really want to touch up on prenups. Prenups. If you're a young person, you are listening to me, and I won't worry. Forget what everybody will tell you. Get a prenup in place before you marry. Because in this world, when you are divorced, there are only 2 ways that marriages end: divorce and death. And when the divorce is happening now, that's the only prenup in place. Either say we will prenup our draw, and I say abandon the draw any other. So make your choice wisely. Would you rather have control over your own life? Now what draw be in place? And as I will betray my buying mood in the I be shall consider the addition my main process. So if you're a young person, you are living in Europe, you are industrious, and all those things, that's a work career. Discuss these things with your mom before you go and marry. That's also on you need to know who you are marrying to. Because I dream born in it now. I didn't know person but as I said, prenup no. Right? Prenup is very important. I know saying baby I a free banner. But I prenup to say because when you saw the end now, we are already end you put a work prenup as well. But it's very important. I always try to think about these things. I'm not there. So like you operate on moment when they say come on also baby and I'm about almost says well better tip why Gary Papa no why you say, and then 17 years the girl pretty much wasted her whole life on this man. So then when they say but anything that the Lumba had with Mama Crucia before she met Sao Pregano or Pregan Kahu and on Kahubi, it is between the 2 of them. And anything that they did after me, I don't know if you ever not like Mama Crucia that the Lumba dia before that we bet 50-50 Mama Crucia fanny dear that the Lumba fanny dear, and then what he did after on Mama Crucia now or your pregnant to buy and Sanya became see that the Lumba parts and not pregnant baby and yeah my many side. But a prenup this I know my baby you want my better near child fairly. or pregnant, so I will be brains, you know. When you cry, no more than a man into your same crying. So, me, the mechanic say, any young person listening to me, before you get yourself into these Ghanaian marriages, no, get a prenup in place. It is very, very important. I will be sure to get a prenup. Thank you.
Yes, that's it. What time is it? My main club, I'm saying, oh, Casano, oh, you kept on saying 17 years. I'm person in the Casan's with you. Mr. What can I say? Yeah, that's it. Nemo 17 years be anywhere, girl, no, on a papa at that. Mr. Attitude to be Debbie. There's no 17 years. A part of the Papa, move to Ghana, Mrs. Subu. Move to Ghana 2013.
Queen, the work can all move for Papa Ghana. Where the Becassa were your double side. Move.
Now, what Babe?
Oh, Cassa, you can see
on his music
or double
career
or free side.
And he said, "Oh, calculate here from 2013 po bepem this time crampono, and yes 17 years, Pacho. Wo buy and also so no. One bambe worry girl no or pena or your baby mama. Yen and fire also on in a will be Obianca say, oh, nya, you can't say property nibi. Nemum no, a dear enya or no, and a obreye, you know, yen tears yes or befa. Because Oshia Daddy Lumba no, not Daddy Lumba, we see the domain, why the domain property, why no a Tantra Hill property, why East Legon property, why West Legon property, then no, and a radio station also no. Kasua, why like a lot of properties are now why no ni na crampono, mass wadi. Master wedding. Although Ghana be dear possible there, event me afa obi will house up and me afa documents. Wakosesa into onuni dimu possible. Nemo no enya dia sa die we ebeba so ne na baso chira. Enkola ni nti obenya bibi. Ma se wanyi obi ani timu ye din. Oba Ghana ma se waba Ghana 1 week no. That time na yeje papa phone. Ye say to ne free ho. Or the soon echo ma se wedding. Na ma se waka say, oh, munya no. If you are no ne papa atina ne nkura na. Enti munya ma ne ntira ho. Nipa adwemmone woni tim a o pre property eni. Na ntwamoa bi etete platform so se ma se wa aba eba be pre property. Ghana na nokra enizia. Se nokra wo Ghana anka sebe. Girl no ontna if you humpo one day. Ma se wa ode na sase e wo kumase no. Oba ya wo kwa asase ne so akohwe ese we fufu nokra po no. Sa baba jama ho ahwan mu no. Fem no. Omo say before say ma say wa be kwa asase no so no. Also bisa permission. Na onu a odi ni sika to na asase o. Na give way eti Isle go fi hono. Obi a question. Debbie, obi a question. All because wa wo pay. Na obi suma no so me wo pay. Eni bre. Enti na nam so a ode wo sa wo na ode awo no. Da adwene ne say awo bebre no ebema ya ji japade ama no eno ho adwuma na omo ye eno entrekese eno omo ye me ba cho Wesley go honom no sa radio station no ma se wane oni papa omo to asase no enye no omo siwi empo no asa 2001 yeah many obaya ene koye ekokoye doors na esisi no doors na esisi
actually me drop your man they drop it Nashmi why they drop it Nashmi
mayo
tell me see I to obey request you me drop here now the national one man pressure
or request here now what drop it Me pamacho that time no me me tie me de me sese me bu me kan pi. Say 2001 me ni obaya na shwiaba. Me ni obaya ene ekoko sisi doors no. I wo radio station ho no. Na 2001 na sa girl no owo yefa. Girl no friend Priscilla no. Na yefa no wo. Ene omutimi na radio station no so. E disrespect ma akosia se wa papa bi. Ene omutimi na radio station no so. E disrespect ma se wa. E dey na ya say. All because wa ba betina fi ho. O de o brother be radio station ho. Wa ba be ji post e ho. Me see radio station omu bie no foforo no. Omu bie no begin me ex-boyfriend ene me see ni pi. Me see ni diamu. Me kind of pain. Me ex na down for pa any that lumba. Na down for pa on the boko suata friend. On the omu kotna Paris, omu kotna Holland, omu kotna London, omu better Germany ha. Baby ombe kobia they move together, they roll together. That time not that lumba on driver wa gruche ha. Me mini pano and I no driver. Inti say ombe ko baby ah ono and I no driver omo. Na mini pano ni kraka. Huh? Mama say wa enyuma wa ya mother di lumba. That time otikemu mini pano na na driver om around. Me can pain e wa ha no mama mate won ase say me mini pano ono na no papa omo move kwat na Ghana no mini pano ye eduma o Peace FM opoye eduma o Peace FM no that time obi the radio papa be DLFM no me ex no and a daddy friend say me no one nanti ache we me chocho mucho madam for me be say me dey eduma hia won sa omo kwa register radio station no my guy was with Daddy Lumba. They did everything together. Radio station no omo register no bianca ho. And CK akona o se wan akona no. He was not among on kan Daddy Lumba obi obo Daddy Lumba mani be a radio or register radio station no eye kojo entry. Me ya me pese me kasa bebre. Inse ya me ba mtwitwa ansem so no. Daddy Lumba ebenya permit no e free kodwentwi na boa no. No obi a radio station no so or the bibia se me excellence. Inso no ena no manage radio station no. Ena Priscilla no every set confusion. And then a brother, as a manager. That time, na a Roman father crampono. He was nowhere to be found. Roman father muni na meme ex Romo mugo ejumemo ene radio station what omo pop me mass e we kuti omo di na tem no. Meme ex no ene employee omo. Ono no fa omo nyina we adwuma. Ono ene fa omo nyina adwuma e radio station wo. CK akono no ono obemu or stepping in because na CK akono ne papa Epe Daddy Lumba asem. Nti ofa ne se ne ba. Nti oba be wu no eno introduce CK akono e ma Daddy Lumba. Oka che Daddy Lumba say oni ne ba no enance as brothers. Eno oni ne be ye say. Nti free one no CK akono na EK akono no na oye den ET akono say CK1 whatever I don't know. Minidino I don't even want to know because he's not helping matters. Because he knows the truth. Nti otenko opie no beboa. Sa ET akono no. He knows the truth. Say CT akono say AT akono I don't even know. So that guy came in. Yes, ET a Hi akono, pamajo. ET akono. Okay. What's it? Yeah, there. Easy upon. Okay, easy upon. Okay, point of correction. I'm correcting. Easy upon. One, and another boy. Financially.
But when you call, why ain't you know? Oh, you're about to have stories.
I'm you too. I'm so queen a yako, Nash me say, mobile control, so be a cassa, me quack family band.
Okay, I'll say,
Queen, when you too, huh?
Okay, let us say. Edino said, E.T. Akono.
Yes.
Yeah, so that guy came in. Now supporting Papa financially. But much won't find why yes, see one why Akono, E.T. Akono. Okay. Mistake there, it's meant to happen. It's, you know, more find, yeah, why? And no. In some or no, and no mean because me can't. I say me pesemeka, but there is a lot. And some me brew. Before say, sir, a Roman father me, video I mean who ya, and mammy before me in casa social media. In casa social media. Maybe made me video, me upload me video, I mean I make on. But if you once a while, you know my life be, but when you be a my life. But me who say introduction now, say Jimmy for Roman father no. Excuse me need the but Roman father no, or yeah na, or yeah introduction say, ni chocho mucho ni wan, and the year me pufu. Mommy started say me yede, me kasa because some of us know the truth. You see any thing, obi. Ending kwasi asem enchema asewa nanke obia ono odeni sika ni invest esi dan ema niku ebie radio station na obi moti ho no more disrespecting radio station na ya employees na ya employ mo na Muni say girl no Priscilla no or the brother or yeah wo me ex nasia the confusion too or the papa antem that lumba antem or sell muntem and at the end of the day no or the brother be real Mojo will be on in the 1980s. They've been friends 80s. Paris, UK, Holland, Germany. They've been friends and we move out back Ghana. I'm back Ghana and I still don't want to me say. Me say yes, will be the you. They've been friends, and I said, this girl and a best relationship because of the selfish interest. And or do no one and Crawford or the best friend ever ho. That the girl no crown no me ex no that's how no manager no employee no all the workers no more no on of or employee woman. And oh yeah no ye if you or the brother the share or be replace here as a manager. Yeah. And then they almost say what now wo obi at the sweat now woody now disrespecting her and you know me ma and you know me ma yeah dear Miss Ramaya Mew Kakra ye mamma no bonia my ye fan ye fire nice shady shoes Woman, you feeling the pain. It's so painful. Me who introduction, I mean, me who ina, because I didn't know what's about this. Obi a wa brain ni kunu bre abo mo bra. Mo pese mo ye by force divorce. E ma wo wa bra omo ye divorce. Huh? O ma ye she bi you na de ye no. No me and I pay am I.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate say there are a lot of people who knows the truth, but and I know about 3 musicians, 3 big musicians, and they know a lot. But my say I come one day because of 1 or 2. Agana for be 2 or 1 go so any attendee they are scared to come and talk. And come on, send me be Masuma and Casa girl no crampo na more supporting come on supporting. Also, ya crab bonny or ya evil, why a whole lot of things. In row and mama papa Massa were cry lucky. And come by no more kunacho naturally. Mommy and Kano crew. My fan of Grand Yajuma. My men were pray, papa. What bread? A timer. I was saying, you're celebrating because you try to see you couldn't. You're the poison to the soap. I'm not gonna for be children no time. And then my opinion was, hey, say me pa, sa Ghana for me say. Me pa, sa ni pa do me. Mami akusua se wa bread. Be se me ka se me ra ho. Me ra ho. Me she me ho so. Esu eni nsu atata me. Kaya de mane ye ya pa. Me say me se minim a. Anka me nka. Domi fi honom time my papa to feed domi wa or they were my ofurian ponsa e ma ofurian ponsa better now that time now you own 2 or honum for the whole year studio. I know it all. Me coffee ho. And so that domi get on the brother and then ne urinate ho.
Hey. Huh? They get it when ya boy.
O ma dia boso wa bra. Domi ma se wa na ti ni sika to asase ti ni sika e di si ye. Girl ne boost the crop for it. Now we na mo sorry am person mo be kan no kre. Tan trial ma say one is see ye. Ene girl no ma me mo na ti wo mo de wa da pure water eh. Living room pa mo to man ho e wo ho. A pure water. Ni na chino. Girl net be akoti isli go fie hona ma say one ni kunka so mo de hotel and the plan was set. Omo de hotel chire we na building this is yo. Ati wa boso akotira ho. Charlie, yo. Sir, 4 acres now. A war, Kasua, one papa can say. Or the guest house now. Or or the building na. Or see or hold now. Or the one name, East Legon, Tantra Hill, Domain, and Bakat, or. All name all the properties no. A honum no. A girl no. Presidency or the chiche. I didn't tell what's about this. Because you soon know at the idea. And influence a penny for no say one dream. So what's now? Papa was 17 years. I take the 2 billion. Wabra no kura bi anim. Wabra no kura bi anim. I didn't know what say yes, sir. I didn't say nipa wo ye evil. Ge we ye evil. Ge we ye evil. Ma say one ni negative mind, be only negative thoughts, thinking be a magewe. Ama se we bi na no ka say enkola ne dɔɔso nti obi make sure say obia benya bi de wa obia deserve bia e wo so obi enya de obia deserve bia e wo so onya. Ma se wa ye bad time papa maame ne ye bad time papa o mama ye nka no kre no o ye bad time papa dwem boni bia ni ntim emfa di pa bia ho. Se boni woni timu a anka on the papa ko wo abonti a on ye nkwala no ma ti bi na no ka say e japade no dɔɔso enti obia obe make sure say obe chama na so obia so at the end of the day no boni na mo de tua ma America adentia se Nyankopɔn ɛwɔ hɔ a obedi maame na asɛm ama no. That is why soldiers Nyankopɔn na raise oma soldiers asɔre a obia obi onim asɛ want to say the din keke no wate so wasɔre ɛkɔ mama ne ho do ewura nkrɔfo emu a ɔmo kɔ ama no. Some of us no yenim no kra we know the truth. Nti yema meton no kra yes it no kra menton. As at 2010 na or no girl no can say you can say papa worry no that 2010 no se for still not if you na for city feel no or ye aduane ma papa ye bibia e ma papa se papa fia broche ba visitor that's another papa met na Ghana wo o met na Ghana me nim papa ta ma me nim papa no 2099 ni mu no na papa o met na Ghana okọ no aba 2010 ni na no met na Ghana okọ no aba o baby for still a feel that's an and trial for sineti wo onu no ye papa aduane we sidi niema for si onu ani pa bone sem na ama na esi for si those days do I come they say me a witness to it so baya ebe ba bonti a aba be kan me kwa be refi company no fem no kra na dey say obaya na oye adwuma o company ho omo to on doors me no ene kokosisi doors no sa radio station one no me no kabe fro ba ya na wa company akire mo doors no that time 2001 na giveaway me sure say that time not a toilet kragu pampers me sure say na to kro onim say the paper ito me sure say na onim sebe na kosua kuma na say the uhuru no obi aye ne property wa bre ne hu say ya na wo ba be fedi enye adwuma ye nti ase Yanti asie ye no bi na ye nim no kura no yanti asie ne enti asie kira ye chiba mo kura mo na se ye kura ye so ye di pabonefo
yo ebusiafo be pacho 1k ni you ha say no mesre mo Money life goals no se na be ya TikTok entimi ndwi yengu monti life goals ne ma ye madam ase
and na me don't want to say musuafo and you want spread the news why 1K, yes, some who spread the news, no. Ma say, well, when Papa ho, when Jada the Lumba ho for 17 years, there's no truth, no crab be any way mu. No crab be any same way mu. Oba, ma say, what about Ghana 2014? Oba, any improvement in Ghana, no. Only in Colana by 2014, only in Colana by 2015, only in Colana by 2017, only in Colana by 2018. 2018, no, Baba, yeah, ne mammy, you know. Huh? 2018, obey the money. The last time I won Magana, I'm say, Adia, I'm Mamma say, one Magana, a COVID nana about 2020, and Namana Magana. At that bar one Magana, no. Ni nature, 2021, man say, one Bagana. Or Bagana. Or Bagana, no. Or Coco's that baby. Macassie Hill, and of course, share because. Or no, I didn't feel no. Priscilla, then the bush you for, I just feeling in a bosso. Domia, Obi Oho, Tantra Hela, Obi Oho, East Legona, Obi Oho. The bush you for, qua, and Omaji, Afa. Missile was say, Ma say, wa. A cocoa pay baby, it's not, or Tantra Hill. Ni Chino, Omuko say, allegedly. A crowfo call say, Omuku, we are not called Bruneku, Uncle attacking. Uncle attacking. Omuku kuna to naturally. Nsi Yanko Pong or your bamboo for. Our sman above for Mutrim or Dane or Daniel soldiers in human form, Momo Boni Pahon by. And a cobo master one by Jenny Frisange and sorry, Komu not to naturally dada. Nti se ma se wati ase na ye Nyankopon nado enunti na nyame e de ma se wa ho do ahye Ghana fo nyina mo wiase na mu ama mo asori o mo kon ma no mohwe ma se wa Ghana na oba ye na enipa kokko hia do ono no expect you on pempo onye obi o ye camera on pe camera Brian ne kasa breye se ono de Omra camera mu ba akupe non kasa ba akupe emani panti because man say wa dia enura girl see to eniema mu ye na wona ne kasa se ma hey ma na ye bibie hey ma na wonku wonye o se mu ma yenje bibia manyame mu ma yenje bibia emfa manyame Yankopon na onfa na kwan Nyame beye. Na se mu nyina ni nyame beye. Eya na me say. Ama. Ya bera be na nyame beye Yankopon de ofa no bo onto ne ntemu. Na so sa nyame. Nemre pa. Sa Yankopon. Ma se wade ne ni to ne so no. Yankopon. No ni dia oye. No, India, oh, yeah, I'm do you know. Moni pa. I could see my airports.
Oh, Emma, don't get emotional. Yes, sure. Why? I said, I asked if you may see a better day. Good, Miss Rowe. Why?
Not me. Yeah, tenche crasem no be kan TV polo. Na ono na we live through we no. Oni ma minimtino nim papa no. Ente ma de mint me imagine how all come ni frustration na elcom because we be very frustrated. Onim said the cause e yen tropa. Then we be the part bi no said the shame said no cranny. Ente frustration na dan misu no. We be frustrated because entron doors.
Oh, but
so bad. We living testimony. We live through it.
Okay, middleful.
Emma, I feel no pain. If you no pain, tina some way na count pa no because what dear.
My fancy. Nyampa numre ye besan aba life. Ebi numre minim so beti wo se bi o baby a. Ebe peki o mo life. Tino. Me fancy. Why? Nyampa besan eshi. My bye.